Welcome to downtown Miami Brickell. This is the 305. We're in Q Studios, and this is my tag team partner, Fresh.
Let's go. Listen, guys, 305 Podcast is live right now. One of a kind, first of his kind. My boy Gary here, numbers guy, as you guys know.
So what we're going to do in this podcast is we're going to talk numbers, we're going to talk current events, and we got Don Lucro with the news, who will be coming in later on today. But you know, Fresh, one of the things I always want to talk about is your success.
Yeah.
First time I saw you, I was in Cleveland, Ohio. I was a local celebrity then, so I had you beat by a little bit. Man. But it was in Cleveland, so I guess it really doesn't matter.
Yeah.
You know, it is what it is. But I will say this, for everyone listening in my hometown, if you can make it in Cleveland, you can make it everywhere. Trust me on that. So you made it here. And the first time I saw you was that Grant Cardone clip.
Yeah, so back then, man, it was a lot going on. I was trying to be successful, trying to find a way. And it's funny because that clip that you guys saw of Grant Cardone changed my entire life. Because I came to America to be successful. I thought I knew what I was doing at the very beginning. I didn't know shit. I came into the space, humbly, of course, and I was humbled by their comments. But it didn't break me down. I figured out, you know what? All right, this is the beginning of my journey. I failed at the beginning, but it's not the end of the road. And what happened was I focused on making money at that point in time, looking at real estate. And eventually, I worked my ass off on nonstop overtime, 2-3 jobs, bought a property, invested in some crypto as well, and the podcast. So it worked out.
You know, when you look at yourself, what country are you from?
Barbados.
Okay, some
246.
some shithole. Okay.
What? Bro,
some shithole.
Hold
okay.
on.
But
it is not a third world country.
All right, man.
It's very developed and one of the best countries in the world. Just
you know,
shout out to Rihanna, by the way.
You know, if you have someone on the bench, the mother's still gonna think, you know, you should be starting. So that's all that was over there.
You know, I'll take
anyways,
care,
that's
bro.
why you live in America, brother.
Yeah.
Because this is the best country in the world. Can we agree on that?
No, it is. It is.
And Donald Trump's my president. Even though we're not going to be talking too much about politics, I want to make this clear. Donald Trump is my president, and he never, ever, ever lost an election.
This is what I'll do for you, Gary. I'll take you to Barbados one day with your lovely spouse, and you'll see how good Barbados is. How about that?
Yeah, okay. Maybe,
I got you,
maybe. You know, but here's the thing. Every time I live in Miami, because that's where we're at. We're in Miami, the 305. You know, understand? Yeah. So every time I leave this place, I feel stupid. It's like I live in paradise. Like when I go to Vegas, when I go back to the East Coast, because I have to, because we got to make money. You know, everyone's got to make coin in this world. So every time I leave this place, I just feel like a fool. So you sure I'd feel better in Barbados? Because you know where I live, bro.
Yeah.
You know where I live, bro.
Yeah, I know.
You know what I'm saying? I don't live in a shack. I live in nice places.
A good
they
area.
got nice places like that in Barbados?
100%, bro.
And I'm not going to get robbed because I'm not the, skin color that, is around there.
Being white works well for you over there. So you're
Really?
Good. Yeah.
The majority of the population,
Tourists
I'm assuming they look like you.
are astonished, praised and admired. So you do quite fine.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So I'm good in Barbados. I'm not sure if I ever want to go, but if I do, I'm going with you. How about that?
You checking with me, you're good.
Okay. Are you known in Barbados? Like do people in Barbados like, yo, you're fresh.
Somewhat, yeah.
Okay. Do you go back all the time?
Used to be 4 times a year, but now like twice.
I know. See, this is a Miami boy now, man. This is a Miami
when I leave
dude
Miami,
now.
bro, I feel like out of place. I feel like, okay, I've been gone 3 days. I need to get back to Miami. Is where it's at. So.
Exactly. So I feel the same way. But
Yeah.
here's the thing. You're born in 1992.
Yeah, October 2nd.
1992 is the year of the monkey, and all you racists can get the hell out of here because that is Chinese astrology.
Yeah,
I want to make that abundantly clear. You want to know something really funny? The first time I ever made the press, I made a tweet because back then my Twitter account was safe. And I made a tweet that Jeremy Lin, who's born in the year of the dragon, is going to become a big star in 2012. I know I'm showing my age. See the grays? He's going to be a big star in 2012. And that was the year of the dragon. That actually happened. And a reporter basically checked me on there. It's like, yo, that's racist. I'm like, wait a second. I'm just talking Chinese astrology here. You got to get your mind out the gutter, bro. You're the racist. So anyways, after talking to him, he actually put my first predictions on like the first time I actually made the news, I made predictions and I said the Miami Heat would win the title in 2013 and 2012. And then he actually did it.
It happened.
So that was the first time I was on the map. Because, see, here's the thing. People are scared to be wrong. At some points, you got to take that home run swing in life.
Good point.
At some point, you got to swing for the fences. So when it came to me and I got a chance to be on, I was like, you know what? I'm going to do what most people in my profession are scared to do. Actually make predictions. because when you actually make predictions and you call things in the future, guess what? They come true.
Yeah.
You know, for instance, you're a monkey, and Miami was actually founded in a monkey year. The United States was founded 1776. 1776 is a monkey year. Does it make sense how you, an immigrant, first generation immigrant, by the way, came to this country, and now you're driving what, 400, 500,000 cars?
Yeah.
And the people who are hating you, they don't even have a house worth as much as your car. And you're the immigrant. How are we doing, FBAs?
Listen, man, you can achieve anything you want in America. I would say this, though. Showing up is half the battle. Zherka. And once again, man, I'm going to break down the Sneako clip on Twitter and Zherka's bullshit. But just keeping it short, though, if you show up to the battle, half of it is winning. Because what's happening is you're showing up. Most people, they don't show up. They just dream about their goals and ambitions. Oh, I'm going to be successful. I'm going to be a millionaire. Okay, what are you doing to show up every day to make it happen? Nothing, but it's going to happen one day. Ta-da! Well, listen to this. In America, you need to be doing things to make it happen. So eventually, at some point...
You mean you got to put in work?
Exactly.
Gotcha.
Now, you can work smart as well, but what I'm saying is if you don't even show up to, like, for example, you go to work every single day, right? That's one thing. But I'm saying, like, for example, a business on the side, maybe a career path that you never thought of, learning a skill. That takes time and energy to put into.
Everyone wants to be a podcaster like me and you now.
But if you just sit there and do nothing, guess what happens? Not bullshit.
Nothing. Absolutely. So, but you know, even though, here's the thing. Most you guys out there, if you ever try the podcasting game, 99.9% of you guys will fail.
Yeah.
You will absolutely fail. You have no charisma. You have no life experience. You have nothing to talk about. Unless you're a woman and maybe you can stick your boobs out and maybe that will give you some views and stuff like that. Yeah. But you have nothing, so you will fail. Here's the thing. At least try. At least try. Because that way you'll know you failed, but at least you tried.
Yeah.
Try.
Also,
Try.
I would argue as well that, like, you can have the smartest or highest IQ. You can be really smart, be a techie, whatever. But the point is that, like, if you don't take action, then it's for nothing. People that are not so smart, that are kind of like, I guess, dumber than you, they take action because they're willing to take a risk and try things. And guess what happens? They may fail a couple of times, but eventually they strike gold. So trying is half the battle as well as showing up as well. So I would argue that's one of the things that Americans miss on, is trying at least.
You know, I think the pandemic really messed up this country psychology-wise.
Yeah.
We know about everything else that happened, but psychologically, these people forgot what it's like to actually go to work and, like, actually hustle. I want to make this clear. I can retire right now. Okay? I can retire right now. Quite frankly, he can too. But we won't, because we want to keep grinding. We want to keep growing.
Always.
But see, if you guys were in my position, if you guys had as many zeros in your bank account as I do, if you had all this, guess what? You would have retired or you would have quit. But see, I want to still keep growing. I already put numerology on the map now, and I did that in 2023, my first year down here. But guess what? In 2025, I'm going to shove it down your throats.
You know what's funny? We walk the streets, right? I'm surprised some people know who Gary is, the numbers guy. You show up like, Gary, big fan of you. I'm like, this nigga's famous too. It's just crazy, bro.
I'm his manager, and in some places I'm more famous than him.
That's insane, man.
Well, hey. You know, I was always a fan of a guy by the name of Paul Heyman.
Okay.
Paul Heyman is in the WWE.
Yeah.
And even though Paul Heyman isn't much to look at, even though Paul Heyman isn't the best wrestler, quite frankly, he can't move, Paul Heyman is the best on this mic. He's the best on that mic. And when I look at that, I was like, you know what? Paul Heyman changed the managerial game. So guess what? I changed the managerial game too, because I was an effective manager for you. I did exactly what I told you I was going to do.
Yep.
But the thing is, I got my own clout. See, most people don't understand this. I'm the Michael Jordan of my profession. I'm not saying people ain't bigger than me. There's a lot of people, especially in this city, who people know more than I do. But I got about 6 billion views. By the end of this year, it's going to be about 10 billion views. No, not too many people are going to reach those type of numbers. So what I'm telling you is this. I can be in the same room with Michael Jordan. I can be in the same room with Muhammad Ali. I can be in the same room with people like Julius Caesar because they are the best at what they did, and so am I. You know, it's one thing for women to talk about numerology and astrology. Bro, 2023, 2022, 2021, did you see any chance of you doing anything like this?
No.
Of course not.
Not even.
Because here's the point. Whether you believe in numerology or not, I made this stuff acceptable. I am around so much that now numerology and astrology is not cringe. Because quite frankly, I make it make sense. You know what Fresh has been doing before we started the show? He would call me almost every day with a different girl. Go ahead, tell him.
So it's funny, right?
My bad.
Hold on. He makes it sound kind of bad. I'm gonna make it more palatable, okay? So what happened was, I'm around women constantly, right? And I was wondering, okay, when's your birthday? He does readings, right? And I kid you not, I've done 5 of them with you on the phone, right? Out of all 5, he's been 100% correct. And the girl's like, oh my God, how do you know that? Just from our birthday. And I'm like, okay, first time, all right, he might have guessed that shit and it might have worked. Second time, all right, that's a little bit weird. On point, because I know them as well, you know, as friends. And then third time, I'm like, okay, this shit actually works. So, Gary, I would say this. You are on point with your readings, man, especially with girls, and 100%, bro, like, you know your shit. So,
you know, like anything else, you had to put in work. And I'll go into the 9/11 story because that's what woke me up. 9/11, I woke up and, you know, I was still a bum back then living with my mother. It is what it is, you know.
How old were you?
I was like early 20s.
Okay.
It's still somewhat of a bum, though. And haven't found my way. And then 9/11 happened. I wake up and I think I'm watching the movie Die Hard. That's what I think I'm watching. I'm watching the movie Die Hard. And then the second tower gets hit, and I'm like, whoa, what the hell is this? And, you know, I went outside, smoked one for all the people out there, you know, who lost their lives. The patriotic thing to do. And then I found something strange. I was like, it happened on the 11th, and the first plane that hit the World Trade Center was Flight 11. And then, you know, you start looking a little bit deeper, and you're like, wait a second. The police code for emergency is 9/11. So it happened on 9/11. The police code for emergency is 9/11. Then you start digging even deeper, and it's like New York City, 11 letters. Afghanistan, 11 letters. The Pentagon, 11 letters. Remember that little city in Pennsylvania where the plane just went down?
Yeah.
Shanksville, 11 letters. And I'm like, wait a second, what the hell is this? And then I looked that New York City was the 11th state in the Union. And then the Twin Towers look like an 11. And they both had 110 stories. And then I had to ask myself the same question you have to ask yourself right now. Is this a coincidence? But see, the thing is, I was always someone who loved history. I always loved history. And I remember the Great War ended on 11/11 and exactly at 11 o'clock. That means they were still firing bullets at you at 10:55. But 11, they stopped. At that point, I'm like, wait a second. Something's going on. Someone is doing something to make sure it aligns with everything numerology-wise. So then I did what any logical person would do. He would go to the top people in the game, and he'd be like, yo, what's going on here? So within about 3-4 months, I started talking to all the top numerologists in the game. And I told him, listen, I think there's a cabal out there that's doing terror attacks on purpose on certain dates. They all laughed at me. Like, bro, come on, stop the nonsense.
Can't believe it.
And then something really struck me. I talked to like the 4 top numerologists in the game, and something really, really bothered me about every single one of them. They're all broke. Every single one of them was poor, and they were asking for donations. And I was asking myself at that point, wait a second, if numerology and astrology is all that, why are these people broke? And then I realized something, my man. They weren't actually applying numerology and astrology correctly. The stuff's real, but the practitioners were frauds. Fake. Like every under industry out there, they were fake. And then, you know what I did? I threw all the numerology books away. That's why no one's ever gonna get to my level. They read books, I read people. That's why I'm able to go in details about certain things. And if you want a reading then guess what? We have a bot right now that if you post your birthday and follow instructions, it will give you that reading. Just hit the donation button. But if you want a live reading, it's going to be 98 or above. Put it in there. I'll give you one live on the chat so Fresh can see how this is done. But Fresh, before I go to you, did you have a turning point in your life, besides maybe the Grant Cardone thing, that was like, you know what? I'm going to be a fucking podcaster. Fuck everyone else, what they think. Because that's what I told people. I said I was going to make money being a numerologist. They laughed at me. They laughed at me.
Yeah.
Who's laughing now?
That's how it works, man. Great story, Gary. So listen, I think for me, it was more of a choice of meeting and networking. So a lot of times when you come to America, for most people are immigrants, you're like, okay, you're going to work a job, maybe go back to school, get a degree, and retire with your 401k, right? But I went to work at AT&T and Chick-fil-A for 2 years straight. What I saw there was incredibly depressing. People that were 40 years old plus, still working for 20 years at that job, taking phone calls.
Rough.
And that was their actual life. And I said to myself, okay, I'm leaving Barbados to come to America, be successful, but staying here ain't possible. That's going to kill everything for me, my drive, my passion. So I was like, you know what? Hell no. I'll go to work every single day, planning to leave as soon as possible. So what I would do is I would apply for jobs constantly on after work, on my lunch break, after work, and I found better jobs eventually. But the point is that, like, back then, I didn't know how I was going to make it. I really didn't know. I just wanted to work hard, figure shit out. So one thing I was good at, though, was social media and dating.
Did you have a big social media following before?
I did.
Okay.
So I realized all these big celebrities, rappers, and these creators are doing certain things to blow up an algorithm. They're doing giveaways. They're doing events. They're also doing like huge streams with collabs, right? I'm like, okay, I can do the same thing. All I need to do is figure out the formula, pay somebody that knows what's going on, and learn the whole method, right? And that's what I did. My first big break on YouTube, I did a YouTuber to get mentorship. I won't say his name because I'm still cool, but the other respect for him. And he taught me the way, how to go viral on YouTube. And it was pretty much using...
You got your money worth?
100%.
Okay.
Dude,
so not everyone's a fraud.
No.
Okay.
No,
okay.
Not everybody. But those methods that we learned from that YouTuber, we applied to the podcast, and it blew up. You add in Myron's crazy takes with that method, it's going to blow anything up, aka this podcast. But the main thing is that, like, having mentors in your life is important, which is why everyone watching this show can learn from us about making money, how to invest, and as well be good at marketing and as well the podcasting game. But nonetheless, guys, for me, a turning point was figuring out, okay, I'm not the best or most articulate person. I understand that. What I'm good at...
The chat disagrees with you. They think you're the best.
But what I'm good at is networking, bringing people together, and exploding content. That's what I'm really good at. So this podcast is going to blow up coming soon. Trust me. It's on the way. But the main thing for me was more like, back then, bro, I didn't know what I was going to do. But I had an open mind to say, you know what? I'm going to try different things. And that's what I did. I tried affiliate marketing. I tried e-commerce. I tried most online businesses today that people try. And I failed, a lot of them. But what I didn't fail at was YouTube. Because that, to me, was the bread and butter. Now,
Michael Jordan failed how many times in the playoffs before he actually made it?
A lot. I can't remember the
exactly.
Number. Yeah. So my struggles and mistakes that I made in life made me better. And the funny part is the dating aspect of my life was huge. Because for most guys, when you do dating, if you don't understand how women operate, how to maneuver in today's world, you get marrying a chick, the wrong chick, she divorces you, takes half your money, or all of it, child support, alimony, kills you, and you ended up back into a studio apartment. You started from day one. You worked your ass off, went to school, got your degree, back to square one. That was not going to be me. And
you mean you weren't gonna like marry a single mom? No,
and stay with her.
Oh, but we got shout out Andrew Wilson.
Yes. Well, shout out to him. But listen,
you like that assist though?
Everything happens for a reason, right?
Yeah.
And all my mistakes that I've been through in life.
The woman plays around and has her like 304 stage when she's young, and then she finds a simp to take care of other men's kids, and a lot of those simps tend to I'll leave it there.
But listen, men are raised to be the good guys, noble, have integrity, and stand up for people that are less or weaker than themselves. That's what men are made to be, right? So naturally, we want to do the right thing, which is being provider. But to be fair, another man's kids, that's the L. I've learned my lesson. Hopefully he does too. But at some point,
How long did it take you to learn that lesson, Fresh?
not very long. About 6 months in, I was like,
6
yeah,
months?
bro. Well, no, from the very beginning, but I didn't understand
Well, it would
what
take
it
me
meant.
6 hours.
But 6 months in, I was like, bro, what am I doing here? Because remember, I married for religion. I married because back then I want to be a regular Christian and I want to like fall into the wayside. Sex without being married to somebody is kind of like, it's sin, pure sin. So I was like, you know what? Let me just do the right thing.
You still believe in that?
Well, to be real, I'm not practicing Christian like I should be. So that's
Gotcha.
the reason. But the point is that like back then I was trying to do the right thing.
Someone get this man some holy water.
But either way, what I'm trying to say here is that like my turning point was understanding that listen, in America, you need a business, you need connections, and you need a good credit score to make it in life, roughly. And I needed all three of those things to happen for me. And I realized the path I was going, working a regular job, was not gonna cut it. So I turned to YouTube, online strategies for marketing and social media, and it changed my entire life. So I teach today people how to date, social media, and offline, and it goes really viral.
Fresh, if people want you to mentor them, are you open to such possibilities?
Time-wise, no, but we have a membership called the CEO Network. We do it.
Awesome.
We got a meetup on 29th actually here in Miami. We're gonna do a bunch of activities with the guys. So usually we go to like Colombia, different parts of the world. We travel as a group.
Colombia. What are you doing there, Fresh?
Well, first off, it's not what you think, bro.
Yeah,
but
I'm
we did
sure.
activities.
It's what the chat thinks,
As
bro.
a group.
It's what the chat thinks.
As a group, we did activities, and men became better. We had a meeting. We had accountability calls. All my guys in there are moving forward in life, doing well. And actually, some of them are with your guy, Rob, making money with stocks. So
yeah. By the way, Rob is over 95% this year on trades. He was 88% last year.
Yep.
He has not missed one trade in the Fresh and Fit stuff that I put him in for you guys. And remember when I put him in, I said this is the best of the best.
You didn't lie, bro.
You have to understand, Wall Street lives on making 10% a year. Like these hedge funds that, obviously have like $1 billion, $2 billion. They make 10%, about 100 million, 200 million. They shut down for the year because they have a winning year. Rob is way up more than 10%. Rob is up like hundreds of percents. And by the way, I gave people the biggest short call this decade for free when I told people to short Tesla. Now, here's the thing about me. Not only am I feeding you freeloaders, that's exactly what you are, because you guys have made millions, and I know some people have made hundreds of millions off this call. But you know what? I'm not going to call billionaires freeloaders because they actually do things for you. You guys are freeloaders, okay? I'm going to talk to the audience like a heel because that's what the hell I am. I want people to understand I'm not here to always educate you. Sometimes I'm going to educate you, but sometimes I'm going to talk down to you because I don't understand how people don't see how this works.
Yeah.
Everyone understands there's things as energy. Energy is real. Everyone believes in energy. We also believe in the law of opposites, yin yang. I think Christians, Muslims, Jews, everyone believes in yin yang. Everyone believes in karma, at least to a point. So what you have to understand is no matter what your sign is, you have an enemy sign. Justin Trudeau gave up power this year. Justin Trudeau, the Prime Minister of Canada, now the former Prime Minister of Canada. You know why? Because he's born in 1971. 1971 is the year of the pig. And by the way, Justin lost power in his enemy year, 2025, the year of the snake. Remember Hooters? I'm sure you've been in Hooters before.
I'm not gonna lie, some fire wings.
Yeah. So Hooters is struggling. They're actually going out of business.
Yeah, I saw that.
Yeah, and they were founded in the pig year. So it doesn't matter if it's a person or a thing. They will struggle in their enemy year because people are born and places are founded. The CIA was founded 1947. The year of the pig. They had layoffs in 1977, the year of the snake, and this year they're having layoffs again for the first time. And the biggest one that I can put out there, Elon Musk. Elon Musk, born 1971, year of the pig. I told people what's going to happen. You were on the podcast with Andrew Wilson when I said Musk is going to have a horrible 2025.
Yeah.
Do you know his stock already went down 40% in a month? People are calling this one of the most historic collapses of all time. This motherfucker has lost $150 billion. Not million, $150 billion. And if you shorted like I told you people to, like I told you good people to, cha-chang.
Making money.
This is the point. This is what I told you in the very beginning. Those other numerologists and astrologers were broke. They talked about the system. They never applied it. Me, I'm like, wait a second. What's the point of all this stuff unless I can make some bread? See, me and you are the same, brother. We think the same way.
Trying to make some money.
We're trying to make some money. Because I live in the capitalistic country, and so do you.
Because you know what's boring? Retiring when you're young. Why retire? Because you're going to sit on the beach all day, sit Muay Thais and like relax? Fuck that, bro. That's boring. But making money, helping people make money as well, being smart about how you move, and as well networking is fucking amazing. I can't tell you how good it is to travel the world. People know who you are, get access to certain things, UFC events, different fighting events.
We're at a UFC event together.
Exactly.
And how we get there?
VIP.
By networking.
Exactly.
That's how we got there. Fresh took me to an event.
Yeah.
It was the Power Slap thing.
Power Slap.
By Rumble, which is a sponsor of ours.
Shout out Rumble,
Shout
man.
out to Chris.
Yep.
And,
actually, and a coffee of choice too. 17.75 coffee. Giving away a Cybertruck actually in April 20th and 30K. So guys, use the code FRESH for your purchase and get a chance to win a Cybertruck with us.
And again, a Canadian is responsible in a part for saving free speech in America.
Isn't that crazy, bro?
It really is.
A Canadian.
Your buddy.
Yeah.
Your buddy.
Shout out to Chris,
can
man.
we go out into a little bit of how you network to meet him? Would that be okay?
Sure.
And before we do that, we're gonna have to do what we call these things. What would they call? Donations. I don't like calling them donations. Super chat. We're gonna call it
supporter
and
chat.
Sam over here is said he's born February 2nd, 1996. He is a pig in 11. He's born on the 33rd day of the year, and he wants to know about himself. So it's very fitting that the first person who gets a super chat on our podcast together is a man born on the 2nd, because you're born on the 2nd.
True.
You see how this works? And by the way, there's a 3% chance of that happening. So here's the thing about people who are born on the 2nd, man. They're here to be peacemakers, bro. You're not looking for drama. You're not looking for like smoke. You just want to love and peace and everyone to make money. Because 2 is the number of the diplomat. Did you know, Fresh, that most of the greatest conflicts in the world ended on the 2nd?
No.
The war of attrition between the Nazis and the Russians. It was to the point where when the Russians came back and they got the Germans back for the atrocities they did in Russia, they had something called 80-80. 80-80. And I will translate that.
Bro, what does that mean?
80-80 means 8 to 80. It means 8 to 80. Do you know what 8 to 80? Can you figure out what that means?
No, you tell me.
Yeah, they said it was anyone between the years of 8 to 80 is open game. Do you understand what I'm trying to tell you?
Wow.
That was the type of level that these people hated each other. They killed each other in the streets. Women, actually, German women would slash their faces just to look uglier. So the Russian soldiers at night who were drunk, drinking their vodka, wouldn't actually, do that thing.
That's great.
Which is that word I don't want to say on YouTube and stuff like that. But I think you guys understand where this is going. So when you had enemies of that length, the Germans surrendered on May the 2nd. May the 2nd, they came out with the white flags. So this person right here, Sam, you're born on the 2nd. You're not here to get in people's faces. You're not here to be that guy who's going to be, yo, I'm the alpha in the room. I'm going to do everything. That's not what the 2nd here is for. The 2nd here is for compromise. The 2nd here is for actually understanding with other positions of other people. You're very easy to deal with.
Yeah.
You're extremely easy to deal with. That's
before.
exactly what I expect out of someone born on the 2nd. So, Sam, when it comes to you, you're also an 11. And 11s are old souls. That's what 11s are. And the old souls got that charisma. So when you're an 11, it's basically one of two things. You either got that charisma like Barack Obama. We ain't talking politics. He's born 8/4/1961.
And in America, we will come back and save the
So
world.
when it comes down to Barack, no matter what you thought of him politically, he had that mouthpiece.
Yeah, he did.
Ronald Reagan, before your time, he was the Republican Barack Obama. He had that mouthpiece. He was an 11. Joe Biden definitely passed his prime. But if you go back to him, no, seriously, if you go back to him 20 years ago, he had that mouthpiece
he was
too.
Sharp. He was
He's
sharp.
an 11.
Yeah.
A guy like Hosni Mubarak ruled Egypt for 40 years. Muammar Gaddafi in 11 who ruled Libya for 40 years. Do you understand the type of power and charisma and force of personality you have to rule a country for 40 freaking years? That's what the 11s have.
So how does Sam harness this?
We're about to get there. We're about to get there.
Good.
Another thing 11s are good at is they're really good athletes. 11s, like Michael Jordan, ever hear of that guy?
Yeah.
When it comes down to 11s, they dominate. Ever hear of a guy named Kobe Bryant?
Of course.
So here's the thing. Michael Jordan, born 2/17/1963, mentored Kobe. Kobe starts with a K. K is the 11th letter. Kobe's born 8/23/1978, adds up to 38. 3 and 8 is 11. He mentored Kyrie Irving. Kyrie starts with a K. And again, he's born 3/23/1992, again an 11. 11, 11, 11. 11s are the best mouthpieces out there. Is it safe to say that Aiden Ross changed the game?
100%.
He's born on the 11th.
Without him, the streaming world will not be what it is today.
He's born on the 11th.
Legendary.
Joe Rogan, isn't he the top podcaster in the world?
100%.
Born on the 11th. Let's see, Alex Jones, didn't he kind of start the game?
I would say he's the one that made conspiracy a real thing to talk about.
And he's born on the 11th. So when it comes down to you, Sam, you have charisma. Because you're born in the year of the pig, though, you have to lay low this year. You have to lay low this year because you don't want to end up like Musk. Musk is going balls out right now. And that's why he's taking L after L because the energy's not with him right now. It's basically real simple. You want to go with the water, not against the flow, with the flow. When you go with the flow, things go real easy. Like you in Miami, things worked out for you. Your energy matches. We even have a clip of Will Smith, born 1968. Where he came to Miami and he said, yo, when I'm in Miami, I feel good.
That's an amazing clip.
You know what? You remember the clip I'm talking about?
We should play it, actually. Can we?
If you can go in the Q App IG, it's on there. Will Smith, born 1968. And he said whenever he comes to Miami, he feels good. So my friend, Sam, you're born in the pig year. Ohio, Hawaii, West Virginia. Well, don't worry about West Virginia. But Hawaii. Those are good places to live for people with pig energy. So quite frankly, my friend, that's what you need to do. You need to have that type of energy. You need to be around. And again, lay low this year. You do that year, you'll be fine. I'm telling you. See, I hate doing this, man, because I want to tell people good things. But unlike all these other frauds out there, I ain't going to lie to you. Damn, people making noise over here. Man, this help already, man. It is what it is. If you guys want a reading, 98 or above. If not, the machine will do it.
Yeah. So we're going to react to some videos as well and then bring on Dom for actual trending news. But before we do that, so Gary, real quick, I think a lot of people want to know why we're doing this podcast. We brought up earlier, 305 Podcast, what it means. But truly, I think for most people here, we want to give people value. And we've done that, of course, with our own channels separately, but together, we're going to make it really big. And we're going to do as well, like, ways to make money, like you're going to show us later on too, which is really good.
Listen, guys, everyone talks about the same thing. There's genres that, people are really good at. Some other people, they jump in, then they fucking fall off, and they start grifting something else. I've been doing this for a long time, and I know when is the right time to push, and right now is the right time to push. It's the year of the snake. In the year of the snake, a cult takes over. Snake is the 6th sign. A cult starts with O. O is the 15th letter. 1 and 5 is 6. So this is the year that people are actually going to be interested about this stuff. But see, here's the thing. I'm not just going to talk about numerology and astrology. I'm going to tell you how you can make money off this stuff. Because I'm going to tell you something. I'm going to bring one example. I made a lot of money off crypto, okay? I made a shitload of money off crypto.
We all did.
Okay? I made a lot of money in the stock market too. But I also make money in sports gambling. So I'm gonna make this clear. If you had $100,000 and you put that in the S&P at the beginning of the year, you're down money. If you put that in crypto in the beginning of the year, you're down money. But if you put all that money on the Philadelphia Eagles in the Super Bowl because you knew the Kansas City Chiefs quarterback was born 1995, year of the pig. And you knew the year of the snake on the 29th. So a pig should not perform well in a snake year. If you put your 100K on that, you made 100% of your money. On everything else, you lost. I'm going to make this clear when it comes to gambling. I bought my first house off gambling winnings. Cash.
Damn.
Cash. Because I went to Atlantic City and I robbed their ass legally. Legally. I'm going to make that clear. Legally. For over $1 million. And I was like,
crazy,
you know
bro.
what? Let's buy a house.
That's crazy, bro.
And you know what? The crazy thing is, I'll tell you the whole story. I was there for about a week and I was down like 100,000. And I went to rebook my room. And they're like, oh, you're the guy who lost all that money in the sports book. We got you. I'm like, oh, really? The whole fucking casino knows I lost 100K.
Damn.
So I made a call. I got another 20K to come. Lost it. So now I'm down 120. Make another phone call, get another 80K. Off that 80K, I ran into 1.3 million. Within a month, it took about a month. It was May 2021, Resorts Casino Atlantic City. And within a month, they basically fucking told me they're not going to renew my room. And they're limiting my bets. Like, if you're spending 100,000, 50,000 a day betting, you should get a free room. And they did it for a month. But then when they decided I wasn't worth the trouble anymore, they said, we're not renewing your room. Well, I'm not paying for a room. So guess what? And they also told me I couldn't win more than 10,000 on a bet anymore. I was winning like 100,000, 150,000. I got receipts, by the way. So here's what it comes down to, man. The casinos don't like winners.
Of course.
They do not like winners, but if you lose, they'll give you everything you want. So they thought I was a sucker when I was down 100, 120K. And then when I took about 1.3 mil out their ass, they didn't want to deal business anymore. The funniest thing, I wanted it in writing. They wouldn't give it to me.
Damn.
They wouldn't give it to me. Then I had one of my boys try to videotape it when the guys say I'm banned, and they wouldn't let that go either because they found the fucking videotape. I wanted them to say you're banned because I wanted that headline. Numerologist banned from a casino. And by the way, it's not the only casino I'm banned from. 1, 2, 3, 4 casinos around America I'm banned because I quote unquote won a little bit too much money. I'm betting $5, $10 like you guys. So again, the point is, I'm not saying I win all the time too. I fucking take L's.
Yeah.
But here's the point. Sports gambling is no different than crypto or the Wall Street. You're not going to tell me, oh, I'm going to put my money in crypto or I'm going to put my money in a meme coin and say that is quote unquote less haram than putting my money on the sports team. Now, if you're going to say blackjack, poker, then I won't. I'm not going to argue with you. Okay, but sports betting is the exact same thing. And by the way, I've won 5 Super Bowls in a row. I have not lost a Super Bowl this decade. So when it comes down to it, when it comes to the biggest game of the year, every single year, people in my GG3 community get paid.
So would you say that, like, for most people, they should put money that they don't need into this, like money that they don't have to use, or you would say you should just make a portion of your income?
Poor people shouldn't really gamble.
Okay.
I want to make that abundantly clear.
That's fair.
If you have no money, you shouldn't gamble.
That's fair.
Like one of the things you shouldn't do is use like a credit card to gamble with.
Ooh.
Because now you're really asking for trouble. Ooh. Because you're most likely going to lose, and then you owe interest on the money you lose. Ooh. Now you're a freaking moron. So let me make this abundantly clear. When it comes down to it, most people should not gamble.
Okay, so who should actually qualify themselves to do this, you would say?
I think people should be, if they're single and they don't have a family, if they're around over 50K, 60K, then they can take about 5K of their money and try to gamble with.
That's safe. Okay.
If someone is about, making about 250,000, then they shouldn't have any issues taking about 30, 40 racks and gambling with it.
I mean, I've seen you win really big though. Like,
yeah, of course.
I'm not gonna lie, man. I'm actually like inspired. I've never done it myself, but it's inspiring because you win a lot of money, bro. Holy shit, dude. Like, what am I doing, man?
Yeah, listen. We're not.
I could have bought 2 Ferraris, man.
We're not pretty money like these Odie fan girls, man.
Yeah.
But see, that's because we have morals.
Yeah.
That's because we have morals, man.
All
Absolutely.
right, listen, Dom is here. New segment is gonna be trending news with Dom Luker. Let's get into it. What up, Dom?
What's going on, brother?
Yo.
Can you hear us, bro?
Having technical difficulties.
Yeah. I
All
can
right.
hear.
Are you muted, bro?
No, I shouldn't be. Let me see.
We can hear you.
Yeah, I can hear you.
All right, brother. What's going on in the news?
What's up? So we have Captain America Star. You have it clipped in, right? So it'll clip in the clip? Or will I set up the clip?
Can you share your screen as well, if you guys don't mind?
'Cause
Just give him that authority. What's up, Dom? How you doing, man?
doing good. How about yourself?
You're gonna be here when again in studio?
It's
Tuesday?
So I signed. It has the move-in date for the 22nd for
Okay.
the move-in, but trying to find a way to be there earlier.
So just so people know, Dom is the third member of this podcast,
Yeah.
and when he is going to be the guy who takes care of the news. If it's news, it's going to
Sure.
be with Dom.
Anything breaking that's
Yep.
crazy, a lot of views, Dom covers, and he's a guy we trust for news, man. So shout out to Dom.
Appreciate it. Yeah, and it's going to be a ton that's coming out this year. Just even starting with today. So for the video,
You know, when it comes
what
down to numerology and astrology, Dom's a perfect example. He's an absolutely
yeah.
perfect example, man. Because last year was his enemy year, and Dom got demonetized right when his enemy year hit.
On X.
Yep.
You-
Yeah.
You see how this
As
works? It
soon as it
doesn't
hit.
matter who you are. It doesn't matter what you know. It doesn't matter how smart you are, how good looking you are, how much money you have in the bank. Enemy year comes to everyone. Last year came for Dom. It came for Zerka. Zerka he fell off the earth last year. No one's ever even heard of him anymore.
Nigga cook, bro.
You know, so when it comes down to it, here's another thing. What year did you pop off, Don?
It was in November of 2022, and 23 was really like the hottest year.
So 23 was your hottest year, right?
23.
Okay.
23.
I was Zerka's manager one time. I was his manager when he was the hot guy, and that was 2023. Dom, what day you born on?
March 23rd.
And Zerka's born
1994.
on February 23rd. So people who are born on the 23rd took over in 2023. Keep telling me numerology ain't real.
It was a great year. It was a great year. I was listed as number 3 on X, the number 3 creator on X, on the whole platform behind Andrew Tate and Elon Musk. So it was a great year for me.
All right.
Let's see the video.
All right. So Captain America star Anthony Mackie, he's going out to pretty much where he's going against the feminists and all of the woke mind, hive mind virus. He's going viral because, of course, he's signed with Disney and being a new Captain America star with Marvel, which they are against the whole masculinity. They're pushing the girl boss mindset and whatnot. So the feminists are pretty pissed off with him over this interview that's going viral today.
They can hear.
Can you guys hear the actual like video?
We can't
You
hear
hear
it.
You can't? Oh, wait. So I'm trying to see. I had it. It's someone sharing and it showed that it was playing it. So
Okay,
we'll have to
maybe
find a different way.
unmute your tab, bro. That might be it.
Let's see. It's not muted on there. On the actual clip. Still can't hear it?
One sec.
Let's see.
We'll do it live, guys. We'll do it live.
Mhm.
Try it now, Dom.
What's that?
Try it again.
Okay. Let's see. All right. Let's go into it. All right. Let's see.
Should we play it on our end or
I
no?
played it.
What do you think?
Are y'all able to hear it?
Let's play it
Alright.
on our end.
Play on our end.
Yeah. So just send him the video on Dom, if you don't mind.
Okay. Sending it right now.
In the meantime, so Dom, just give us a background on what's happening with the actor here.
So yeah, Anthony Mackie, he's signed with Google. I'm sorry, signed with Disney, and Disney has been pushing out a whole girl boss, masculine, female energy.
Yeah.
Don't need a man type of characters. Even we seen with Star Wars. I think it was the Mandalorian. It was about in 2022 that we had the actress. I forgot her last name. It was Gia, and she spoke out against like transgenderism. It was very slight on Twitter and lost her entire job on Disney. So for him to be the new face of Captain America, come out speaking about how masculinity is pretty much been killed in America. He doesn't identify who's doing it, but he says they killed off masculinity in America. And he's expressing like how important it is for him to be a man in his children's life. He's saying that he has boys, he trains them to be men, which has gotten the feminists pretty mad about the whole situation. As crazy as that in itself. They're mad that you got a man that's out here saying that he needs to teach his young boys how to be men, and that the male culture has been pretty much killed in America. Y'all sent this video out.
Yeah, I would agree, man. Nowadays, especially, bro, masculinity is on a low. And if you're masculine as a man, you're considered toxic, which means you're going to be attacked by every corner of the internet. I think being a man nowadays is tough because people don't want to hear that shit, and it's because it's bad for business. So it sucks, but it's reality.
Repeal 19.
Yeah.
Repeal 19. I keep telling people, man, that the 19th Amendment did more damage than COVID-19.
Yeah.
It's real. It's real. Every problem can go back to feminism.
Yeah.
Every single problem we have right now goes back to feminism.
You take away the man,
yeah,
it's over.
It's over.
Yeah, the man
it's
house
absolutely
is
over, man.
Yeah.
I think we're finding that out in Denmark and all those Nordic nations when they start electing all these women to power. Then all of a sudden the multiculturalism comes in. Yeah,
we did a show with Coach Greg Adams, right, in Vegas. Awesome guy, one of the guys I watch on YouTube all the time for content and dating stuff. And 100%, bro, he spoke about songs coming to the forefront back in the day, ushering in the bad talk about men, how they're just thugs, you know, they're no good, you know, so no scrubs. All this thing plays towards men becoming less than. And in the household and in the family structure, the man that's supposed to be the man in the household is don't looked at as like a loser. You know, so in essence, man,
all
like,
by design.
By design, 100%.
All by design. All right, we're gonna go to a super chat. We got one of those. We have 4/29/2002 mom and 9/13/2021 daughter. Damn, you started young, girl. With an 11 energy matrix with me. What is the best thing to do in the 6th personal year? And the best thing to do in a 6th personal year is to build your family and to gain more responsibilities. In a 6th personal year, I've noticed that people either start having kids or they have more responsibility at work. At some point, you're going to have to man or woman up because more people are going to be depending on you in the 6-year cycle. That is exactly what happens in 6 years. As a person who's born on the 29th, we already talked about this. People who are born on the 29th, 2 + 9 is 11, are old souls. But the thing for people who are 11s, you have to learn to control your emotional energy and not let the emotional energy control you. We have Tony Robbins, probably the best motivational speaker of our generation. Would you agree?
Yeah.
Okay. He's a double 11. But you know what else? When the 11 doesn't control their emotional energy, they become very destructive. You ever hear the names Columbine and Sandy Hook?
Oh, shit.
Yeah, 11s did that. So again, when 11 doesn't have their emotional energy in check, they become a detriment to society. Now, you're also born in 2002, the year of the horse. We know about horses. Horses are here to outwork everybody. He knows a horse pretty well. I know a horse pretty well. Myron works his ass off.
Yep.
He will work literally 15, 16 hours a day.
Like a robot.
That's how horses are. But what about Kobe? I made this example to him the other day.
Yeah, same thing.
Kobe, if you didn't work hard, Kobe wouldn't even talk to you.
Yeah.
Kobe used to get on Shaq's ass because he was lazy. Because a horse is all about hard work. Hard work.
Yep.
That's the horse's lifetime. I remember my stepdad on my wife's side. He's from Russia. And I went to visit him first time in 2006. And, you know, in Russia, they live very meager leans, you know, and stuff like that. It's not like they don't have money over there. So he had a garden. And he would just basically, you know, plow these fields and pretty much in his front yard. He would plow the fields. That's how people over there live. And I asked him, how much are you saving every year by doing this? And he's like, 800 euros. I pulled out 800 euros and I gave it to him.
Damn.
And he gave it back to me and he's like, I want to know what to do. Yeah.
What?
That's the type of mindset they have. They don't care about money. People who are born in horse years. You ever hear of a guy named Warren Buffett?
Yeah.
So he's worth $100 billion. Very few people in the world have achieved that. He's worth $100 billion. You know that he still lives in the same house,
Same car.
same everything since 1960s? Bro.
Props to him, bro. I can't do that shit, bro.
You know, that's what I'm saying. People.
I need me a Rari, bro.
Yeah, but our
need me a Lambo.
our boy Myron, what's he driving?
Honda Civic.
Exactly.
Yeah.
He doesn't care.
Yeah, he don't care. Yeah.
So this is the point about numerology and astrology. Everyone looks at stuff through their own eyes. People have to start looking at stuff through other people's eyes. And the way you do that is you understand how they think. And you do that by understanding this type of knowledge.
a part of a tenement of networking is understanding who you're talking to.
100%.
What they're about, what the mindset is, what the motive is. If you can do that, you can game the situation in your favor. However, most people say, okay, only me, that's all I'm going to look at. Let's network. But that's a problem, though, because now that interaction is only one-sided. So I think for most people, you made a very good point. You need to understand from someone else's perspective to understand the whole game of what to do. So that's a good point.
Let's go back to Trina over here. Finish your reading 4/29/2002. You're on one life path. And this is something guys out there need to understand. Women who are ones are very masculine. So even though she's a woman, she thinks like a man. Women who are ones tend to be more athletic. Women who are ones tend to be more muscular. Women who are ones tend to be more argumentative. If you don't want a woman like that, then don't deal with people who are one life paths. But that's the way she is. Her daughter is 9/13/2021. So she's born on the 13th. Guess what? If you're born on the 4th, 13th, 31st, you have to work hard in life. You have to put in work because there's no other way to make it.
Good point.
People who are you're born on the 2nd. You could probably get by smooth talking people. You got that in you. I've seen it, okay? I'm born on the 7th. People born on the 7th, they're pretty smart. They're teachers. I teach numerology and astrology. But people who are born on the 31st or 13th, they got to work. And here's another thing. They can't be criminals because 4 is the number of law and order. So if someone born on the 4th, 13th, 31st tries to be corrupt, they'll end up in prison before anyone else.
Damn.
There's free game for you guys. Absolutely free game. So lastly, she's a 9 life path. And because she's a 9, she has an adaptive personality, which is her greatest skill and also her greatest weakness. A lot of drug addicts are 9s. So what you have to understand out there is if she's around doctors, she'll be in medical school. If she's around bankers, she'll be in finance. If she's around drug addicts, that's what it's going to be.
Oh, shit.
9s are very susceptible to drugs. So it is what it is. Go to the next one. Got another one coming in here.
Also, Bills, are we good on the video?
No, hold on. Let me finish these out,
finish,
man, because we got a few to go.
No problem.
Horse born January 25th, 1979. I'm 88K in credit card debt. How do I come out of it?
88K in credit card debt?
88K in credit card debt.
Bro, what'd you buy?
Before I go into that, brother, you want to tell something about someone who's 88K in credit card debt? And by the way, I hope you didn't get in debt simply for no fucking bitch,
OnlyFans, bro.
I hope that you have no OnlyFans subscription in that 88K, bro. Go ahead.
My friend, you may need some holy water. We don't have that. We have extra right here. H Factor, best water you can have.
Good
hydrogen
promo.
infused. But honestly, bro, that is insane amount of debt to have. I would say, listen, you know what? Keeping it real, you need to join this gang. The gang is called Common Sense Gang. My gang. It's because, bro, that's insane. Now, I don't know what you spend the money on. I'm hoping it's probably for stuff for your business, hopefully, that you can make money back from.
Yep.
But let's say it's personal debt, which is terrible.
His name is Terrence, by the way.
Terrence. The pain you feel right now is good. Because without the pain of knowing you're in this much debt, you think life is fine, but you're negative. You know what's funny? People say all the time, bro, my net worth is 200K, 300K. I'm like, do you have any debt? Yeah, 100K in debt. Well, guess what? Your net worth is negative where your debt is. So you don't have 100K plus net worth. You have negative. Yeah. So what I would say for you, brother, is you need a system, and I used to use this all the time. It's called the snowball effect. You start on the biggest loan possible, and you bring it down. Sorry, smallest first, and then kind of snowball effect to the higher ones. So you have is it one credit card, or is it everything in one?
Well, I can't actually go back and forth with him on this.
If it's one credit card for 88K, dude.
Give him the tricks, man. Give him how do you run game on the credit card companies? Tell him.
So here's the thing, right? In collections, you can negotiate and deal, wheel and deal. If it's not collections, it's gonna be harder because it's a company and stuff like Chase, Wells Fargo, whatever it may be. So
don't fuck with Chase.
No.
Don't fuck with Chase.
I like Chase.
That's what I'm saying. That's what I mean. Don't try to scam Chase.
Oh, okay,
They'll get you. That's my bank. Chase.
They don't play. So regarding debt itself, right? I've been in debt too. I've been in 50K debt myself, 100K debt. I've been in really bad debt scenarios. Things happen. Life happens. You know, business goes bad. Understandable. But getting out of it is the way to go. Now, being debt free is true freedom. I'm telling you this right now. When you're debt free, you think clearly. You can make certain moves, have money to do certain things, learn skills, everything. For you, bro, right now you're stuck. 88K is a lot of money. So this is how you do it, bro. Look at your actual income week by week, month by month. Partially out into 4 sections. You're gonna attack this debt twice a month, or if you make a lot of money, 4 times a month. Because what happens is you pay it off slowly but surely. You see results, you feel better about yourself, and I guarantee your income's going towards dumb shit. You know the problem with people that have a lot of debt, bro? The money that comes in goes out too fast. Either towards entertainment, entertaining hoes, maybe just spending on dumb shit. And as a result,
you ever make that mistake?
100%. Dude, this is why I can tell you guys because I've done it before. Dead ass. So I can't tell you what I have not done myself, right? So from experience, I'm telling you.
Okay.
So as a result, bro, you want to portion out your actual income into 4 spots. I used to do this weekly. I would take out at least $200 towards my debt every 2 weeks. I'll put it on the side, and then at the end of my statement, I'll pay. So you got to figure out
that's about $5,000 a year.
Your statement date, right? Now, obviously, back then I didn't have a lot of debt. Now it's a little bit more because things happen, but I pretty much paid off all my debt.
A Ferrari?
Well, that's different. That's a car. But personal debt, though, has to be done systematically. And I like to say, put it on paper. Write down your income, put it into 2 columns, week 1 to 2, 3 to 4. Then your income, whatever is left over after paying all your bills, is what you can spend towards your debt. Again, it's important to write down because if you don't see it in real time, you're cooked. So again, break it down 2 sections. Week 1 to 2, what's your income for that? Take a portion of that towards your debt. 3 to 4, same thing. And you'd be surprised.
But what if this guy has a girl on the side and she wants to like go out to dinner and stuff like that, and the dude's trying to get some,
guess what, buddy?
Some money, bro.
You had the fun earlier.
Is he going the fun, or does he deny himself?
You have no right to do fun stuff now because the problem is you don't pay this shit off. Dude, you know what the interest rate on credit cards are nowadays? 20% plus, depending on who the bank is, which means 20%, 88K. Monthly?
How is that legal?
Hold on.
How is that legal?
Let's do the math, bro. No.
How is that legal?
So 20%.
Loan sharks.
The lowest amount, right? 20% of 88K, bro.
17,000.
This is what you're getting a monthly interest for every month. So if you don't pay this off now, bro, you're cooked for life.
So, let me make this clear, man. What Fresh said is, if you are in debt, don't spend any fucking money.
Yeah.
Because you can't actually afford to. So here's my advice from a numerology perspective, bro.
Wait, one more thing. So here's the problem, right? Your current income may not be enough. So you may need 2 or 3 more jobs. Now.
Hit that corner.
You have, bro. the problem is, bro, is that like, this debt right here can destroy you. Literally. $17K a month in interest is insane. So just start going.
All right, man. Anyways, here's what it comes down to, man. We're just busting your balls over here, but you're born January 25th, 1979. You're a horse, but you're a stubborn dude, so I hope you listen. But you're born on the 25th. You're a smart dude. So here's what I would do if I were you. I would do what Fresh says this year, save as much as possible. Okay. But understand this. You're also in your 8-year cycle right now. So next year, your 9-year cycle doesn't start until January 25th. So next year, I'd probably start a business if I were you, because your horse year is coming and you are a horse. So if you plan this out correctly, what I'm telling you to do is very simple, man. Save as much money as possible. Save as much bullets as possible. Listen to what the Fresh said. Get a third, second job. I was just kidding about the corner, but, you got to do what you got to do. Depending on what state you are, it's even illegal. Yeah. Hi, how you doing, Nevada? Of course, a rat state would let that stuff be legal. Anyways, save all your bullets. Horses go hard in the horse year. That's what I would do if I were you. All right, next one, because we're backed up already, man. It is what it is. 925, 2000. What exactly do you want to know? Male. So you're in 9 life paths. You're another 25th, just like that guy. So anyone born in the 7th, 16, 25th, you're going to be a guy who likes to take chances in life. Did you know gamble starts with G? G is the 7th letter. How many cards in the deck, Fresh?
52.
52. What's 5 and 2? 7. So 7 is the number of the gambler. That's why casinos have 7 all over there. But see, they lie to you, Fresh. Who would believe a casino would lie to you? Nah, but they actually do.
They wouldn't.
They tell you 7 is the number of lucky. There's nothing lucky about 7.
Really?
As Max said, 7 is the unluckiest number. So when it comes down to it, they tell you 7's lucky, but it's the exact opposite. When you play craps and someone rolls a 7, you lose all your money. They tell you right there, but no one was paying attention. So as someone with 7 energy, you're here to outsmart people. You're here to work harder. You're here to work smarter, not harder. That's what 7s are supposed to do. Now, as a 9 life path, you got 2 of the more intelligent numbers around you.
No.
7 and 9. But here's the thing, and I don't care how this sounds. People always get upset at me, but I don't care. 9s are the biggest simps in the world. That's why simps has the first vowel as an I, and I is the 9th letter. So you have to understand, when it comes down to people who are 9s, they are just mesmerized by beauty. Like, if they see a beautiful woman, everything's off the table. They will just simp. Now, will they simp for a 7 or a 6 or a 5? Hell no. The bitch got to be bad. Right. But that's the problem with 9s. If the bitch is bad, they start simping. So my advice to you, watch out for the women. Don't fall into that trap. You're an extremely smart guy. You're also a dragon. You'll be fine, brother. It is what it is. Let's see if I have any more here before we go. They just keep coming in, bro. And I told you.
Man, that's on point, man.
I told you this is what's going to happen. During the podcast, we'll start off. And then after a while, these readings.
If someone could tell me my actual life path.
You're a 6.
No, I'm, for example, like a reading like that. That's awesome, bro.
Okay, we got one more. It is 8/15/1992. We have another 9 life path. Now, Stefan, I want to make this clear. People who are born in the 6th, 15th, 24th are different. People who are born in the 6th, 15th, 24th, they must have a family. Some guys can do the Andrew Tate thing, have about 5, 6 different women, have 5, 6 different kids, and it works for them because they're tigers. That stuff works for tigers. That's how they operate. But people born in the 6th, 15th, 24th, they need a home and family. That's why the first vowel in home is O. O is the 15th letter. So for people with that type of birthday to be happy in life, they have to have a family. It is what it is. Without that family, they're not going to be happy in life. I can't change it. Now, this person is also an 8 life path. 8 is the number of money. So here's the thing about 8s, man. Their money is up and down. That's why the shape of the 8 is like this. There's nothing in the middle because the middle class isn't them. They're either coming or going. I've talked to so many 8s. They've made millions, lost millions, made millions. But you know what? You can see here in Miami how that number 8 works. Ever hear of a guy named Jack Doherty?
Yeah.
Jack Doherty's born on the 8th. He's also like what? 21 years old, 22 years old?
Yeah.
He's already has like what, 10 M's?
Millionaire.
Yeah. So again, we have a guy who came from nothing with that 8 energy and made a bag. Another guy we know, Sneeko. Sneeko's born on the 8th. He came from poverty, got his bag, lost it. He most likely will get it back at some point again. But here's the point. They fluctuate with their money. Up, down, up, down. And I show you how this works in everyday life. A lot of these streamers out here who are extremely successful, they got that 8 somebody. They got that 28 somewhere. It is what it is. So for this man, your money's going to be up and down. But see, here's the thing. You're also a monkey born in a monkey country, just like Fresh. This motherfucker came over here, took over. He's a multi-billionaire. He has like 5, 6 supercars. It's like, bro.
It's my passion.
Like, what the hell, man? Now that I'm thinking about it, bro.
Bro, hold on.
This guy has more money in supercars than people have in homes, bro.
To be fair, though, like, I don't have many vices. That's my only vice, cars. Like, come on, bro.
That's your only vice? That's your only vice?
All right, man. Okay. Maybe some girls. But that's about it. Okay? That's about it, bro.
Okay. Some.
Anyhow,
you know, he switched off that topic quick. Switched off that topic quick. It's all good, man. It's all good. The people know who you are, Fresh.
Yeah.
You know,
it's fun.
And I'm gonna make this clear, man. Okay, this podcast is gonna be different, man.
Way different.
But I'm gonna make this clear. If people start cutting this up on YouTube and start talking trash, I'm coming for you. Okay, I am coming for you. I don't care who you are. See, here's the thing. I can be behind this mic and be entertaining. He can be behind this mic and be entertaining. Dom, he can do his thing too. He's getting his cherry popped, but I bet you by the end of the freaking year, this guy will be a monster
100%.
Because he's born on the 23rd, and I know what those people are capable of. But see, there's other people on the internet, they don't have that talent. And the only way they can get views is by attaching themselves to people who are better than them.
Relevant.
In every single way. How you doing, Abba and Preach? This is exactly what I'm talking about, man. These people make videos about people who are better than them because they have no life experience.
No value.
They have no life stories. You are interesting, motherfuckers. And this is why you bring up other people's names. Now, listen. I drop Andrew Tate's name a lot, and that's your boy, okay? So I get it. But me and him had beef before he got famous. I'm not just using his name to drop it. He said my name plenty of times, too. But see, these people pick on people who don't even know who they are.
Also, they get paid for it. See, this whole economy is built off of getting paid. And the funny part about these streamers, bro, YouTubers, is that, like, for them, it's a money grab. Oh, Pressure Fit talk shit about them, I get paid. Andrew, I get paid. So honestly speaking, it's just about money. And for them, if you got no clout, no motion, they don't care because they don't make no money. So it's all about money, man.
Well, listen, I understand people want to get that bag. I get it. But there's different ways to get that bag.
Yeah.
I can sit here and just talk about numerology and astrology all day, and I'll get that bag. Okay? But see, I don't have to talk shit about other people. I'll do it sometimes. There's no doubt about it.
I mean, it's fun.
And it is what it is. But I'm not going to that's not going to be my main focus of my show. Their main focus is talking shit about other people because you have no talent yourself. But then again, that's why you guys are Canadians. Because you would never make it in America. But then again, why am I even saying Canadians? You're little brothers, man. You're the 51st state. Shout out to all my Canadian brothers and sisters, man. And by the way, man, I'm going to make this clear. Canada's our little brother. And they need help. But they have to understand that Donald Trump is going to keep raising tariffs. You know who just raised it to 50%? That means all products coming out of Canada cost 50% more now because of tariffs. Canada can't survive this. Their economies are already down to shit.
Yeah.
So this is my thing to Canadians. And by the way, I'll talk shit all I want to you because as an American, I'm better than you Canadians. Not because I'm white, not because of my religion. I know a lot of people out there want to say that, but because I'm an American and I have the First Amendment right. I can say anything I want. I can talk shit about my president. No one's going to arrest me. I can talk shit about the government. No one's going to do anything. You people from around the world, you can't do that because you don't have American privilege. How about that for a name of a talk show? You don't have American privilege. You just don't. And see, when people threaten the First Amendment, we have something called the Second Amendment. which always backs the First Amendment. That's why I tell people, as an American, I'm better than you people. It is what it is. I live in the greatest country in the world. You're trying to come into my country. I'm not trying to come in your shithole. You're trying to come to my country, and then they come in here and they want to start playing by their rules.
Yeah, nah.
No, that's not how this works.
Not gonna fly over here.
Okay, now there is some negativity in America, no doubt about it. But I think all the negativity comes from feminism.
I would argue that we still live in the best country in the world. So
No,
either way,
easily.
we can't lose.
Easily.
You did Steven Decker? Monkey 92.
Give me the birthday.
So male, 815.
Yeah, I did that one.
92. No,
I did that
cool.
one. He's an 8-life fan.
All right, last one. Okay, we got video ready to go with Don Luker.
We got ready to go?
Yes, we do.
Let's shut it up. Let's go.
My boys humble. Like my boys have never had a pair of Jordans. You know, my boys don't do all that internet fly shit. I'm like your kids. And no, I don't give a I could be the biggest star in the world. Do not let me catch you being stupid. Do not. And my oldest gets it. My 15-year-old, he tells the other ones, he's like, yo, don't make dad mad. Because once you get one that's right, you're going to straighten the other ones out. So it's just that thing of, in the past 20 years, we've been living through the death of the American male. They have literally killed masculinity in our homes and our community for one reason or another. But I raised my boys to be young men. And however you feel about that, you feel about that. But my boys will always be respectful. They will always say, yes, sir, yes, ma'am. No, sir, no, ma'am. They will always say thank you. They will always open a door for a lady. They will always make sure that their mother is taken care and provided for. They will always, men. And that's always since they were 2 years old. Every time I left for a job, I tell my 15-year-old, you're the man of the house. You make sure these doors are locked every night, this alarm is on, you text me or you call me every night before you go to bed and you wake up. Because we're men. If I'm not there to protect, he got to be there to protect. Because you can have all the money in the world, climb through the window, that money means nothing. You can have all the celebrity in the world, jump through the door, that celebrity means nothing. So you got to have a little guard in there, you know? And so for me, it's always that idea of American masculinity is very different.
Hold up. Limitless.
Okay, so what he said was real. It was genuine. And I think from the heart, it was being a real man. But society sees it as something bad.
No, the feminists say that.
Yeah, yeah. And my thing is like, he's raising men to be men, boys to be men. What's wrong with that? But then again, to the woke agenda, to the woke people, it's like, wait a minute. They need to have feelings. They need to be more involved with how they feel. And it's like, no. Last time I checked, a man has feelings for sure, but that's put to the wayside because what's important is providing being a man of the household. But again, he's just saying what it is to be real as a boy to a man. That's it.
When I look at what he just said, I couldn't agree more.
Yeah.
That man is, I bet you his kids are going to be real top-notch people too. Mm-hmm. Like the type of people, like daughter, you want to marry your daughters to. Those are the type of kids he's going to have. Mm-hmm. Because you notice how he said he's going to be tough on them, but he also said he's going to be respectful.
Respectful.
You know, that basically said that he's a man, but he also knows how to have some compassion to him. It is what it is. Listen, I was locked up, man. I was locked up in 1998. I hit a cop. Yeah, man. Oh, yeah.
What?
Yeah, I hit a cop in 1998, and I was locked up. And I was I got a felony, of course.
See,
and
bro, hold on. If I did that shit, bro, I'm cooked.
No, I got.
Yo, come on, man.
I got 9
Love
months.
America, but if I did that shit, bro, I'm done for it, bro.
I got 9 months.
I'm just saying,
9
bro.
months, man. I got 9 months for hitting a peace officer, man. I should have hit him harder. But here's the point, man. When I got in there, and by the way, if I ever run for president, that's gonna get me half the fucking black vote.
Yeah. I'll tell you that though, yeah.
That's gonna get me half the black vote that I hit a cop and I went to prison for. That will get me the black vote. I know these 2 motherfuckers voted for me, and these 2 are in the back over here, so I got 4 already. Yo, moving on up like the Jeffersons. But when I was in prison, I learned what respect meant. You know, excuse me. You have to be very respectful to people there, or you will get shanked.
Hold on, Gary,
you will get shanked.
Gary, keep it real though.
Mm-hmm.
Someone ever approached you to?
Oh no! I will tell you the confrontation I got the most, because when I went to jail, I purposely stepped over someone's rug. He was a Muslim, and I knew if I did that, that would be disrespect, and I knew there would be a fight. But I got in the fight off top because I wanted them to know I'm not soft. Go find yourself another white boy. Get it?
Oh, shit.
So that's the first thing I did. So I didn't really get in too much issues there. I went to the hole twice. I walked around with the lock. Back then, you walk around with the lock and you have a sock. So you put the lock in the sock and you have a weapon. Someone comes up to you, boom. So people knew how to fight. So they, it's reverse discrimination in there. So they messed it with the other white boy down the list. But I will remember this. This was one of the scariest things in prison. And again, I was early to 21, something like that, very young. And I had this one guy who I came in with my intake institution. We were stuck in a cell together for 23 hours. So we took a pen and a plastic bat and we made a chessboard out of it. And I just played with him there for a month. Because, just someone I talk to, there's no one else to do. So I talked to this guy. He's a little bit more on the softer side and stuff like that. And as soon as we both went to our parent institution, Grafton, he started having Kool-Aid on his lips and all this other stuff. And I remember I came up to him and I'm like, oh yeah, I remember I came up to him.
Yo, pause, nigga.
No, I'm serious. And I'm like, I went up to him and I'm like, bro, what are you doing, man? Fight back. And, he just kind of shook me off and stuff like that. I knew this guy for a month. Like, what are you doing? And I remember I was, taking a shit. And I came out the back stall, and 3 big brothers confronted me. And they're like, that's my property. Dead ass. He looked in my eyes and he said, that is my property. Don't fuck with this property. And I'm like, you know what? I got 4 months to go. We good, dog. And I didn't have any more problems. But he was willing to kill me right then and there. He had the shank and everything, man. He had 3 other guys. I wasn't fighting my way out of that one. Whoa. And I saw how jailhouse worked, but the main thing is respect. And as soon as I got out, I respect. For instance, I have the utmost respect for women. The utmost respect for women who raise their kids. I have 0 respect for whores. Because if you're not going to respect your body, why the fuck should I? If you're going to treat your body like a rental car, why the fuck should I have any respect for you? You understand? It is what it is. But when it comes down to it, women, you're supposed to respect. That's the difference, by the way, between the Republican and Democratic Party. Yeah. We have women. They have that other word that starts with W.
Well said. Dom, we saw the video. What does this mean for him as an actor in the future? And what's to come from that actual clip?
I think, we already seeing a lot of feminists. They already are giving some backlash to him, breaking down as they always do, because they can't handle anyone having an opinion outside of their own. But I think it also shows that the culture itself is shifting. We in a different era where Disney stars can now speak about masculinity and talk about raising their sons the right way. In the past, you'd have to encourage your kids to transition like Dwayne Wade in order to have any type of support from the system itself. So I think really it's going to be a positive and up and up. It's going to influence other stars to really just embrace conservatism as a whole and just the natural state of being human. I mean, the things that we've been embracing over the past few years is just unnatural. So I think we're about to get back to normal again.
Okay.
And we know Dwayne Wade got a lot of perks for accepting that deal. He signed a lot of deals.
Commercials,
after that happened.
big bags.
Because, if you follow the devil, he's going to pay you. It is what it is.
That's true. Very true.
You follow the devil, he's going to give you his gold. I know other people want to call it other things, but...
I mean, if you look at it, who runs this world?
Run by evil.
Yeah, 100%.
And this planet is always going to be run by evil, and that's what numerology has showed me. I'm gonna do something that I haven't done before. I'm gonna break down this planet, man. We live in a 3rd dimensional plane. We're in a 3rd dimensional plane. Me, you, everyone watching, you can see, you can hear. This is a 3rd dimensional plane. Insects live in a hive mind. They live in a 2nd dimensional plane. They can only communicate through antennas and stuff. It's a hive mind. They don't think individually.
Okay.
Us humans, we do. At least if you're not a communist, So here's what it comes down to. In the 3rd dimension, is run by criminals. Criminal starts with C. C is the third letter. The people who ran the Gambino crime family were 3 life paths. Cop is a 4. 4 and 3 are enemy numbers. I want you to think about how this works. Let's name off all the superpowers in modern U.S. history or modern human history. United States, the USSR, the UK, and what's the country coming up? China. So let's do this real quick. United States, U. UK, U. Use the 21st letter. 2 and 1 is 3. And who's going to replace the United States? A lot of people think China. China is a C, and C is the third letter. We have criminal regimes running this thing time and time again. Now, people don't understand how this works. Tigers are criminals. You ever heard the name, a guy by the name of Bernie Madoff?
Yeah.
Born in the tiger year. Ever hear of a guy named the Wolf of Wall Street, Jordan Bedford? He's a tiger. And by the way, who played Jordan Bedford in the movie? And
Leonardo?
DiCaprio was born 1974, the year of the tiger. Life imitating art. And when you understand how this works, you see how this works. Every single time, it's the same thing. Every single time. People who are 3s tend to do more criminal activities than anybody else. And guess what? They usually get away with them.
Yeah.
By the way, why does Congress start with a C? Get it? It's inherently corrupt. Why do the Clintons always get away with it? Inherently corrupt.
But you know, with that setup, right? You could argue that like bringing AI into the governmental space would actually prevent them from being corrupt, and it'd be a system that's not.
AI is going to be corrupt as hell. Because the people who design AI are going to be corrupt. And I want to make this clear. A lot of people are talking about a certain group of people out there who they think control the world and everything like that. AI is 1,000 times more dangerous than anything ever.
Yeah. It's funny because there's these groups that talk about, like, you know, and people and cabals and stuff. I'm like, bro, when AI hits a fan, bro, it doesn't matter. None of that shit matters. What race, color, it's machine against man. It's over. So this whole talk about it's those people, bro, that shit's for the birds. AI is gonna take over everything. So.
This is how it's gonna start. First, it's gonna take away the low-paying jobs, and the companies are gonna love it because the companies always want to lower costs.
Yes,
they always want. Why do you think these immigrants had a free passage under Joe Biden? What do you think? It was only Democrats? It was the Republican companies that wanted to hire those people too.
Cheap labor.
That's why they keep coming in. They want the cheap labor.
Cheap labor, yeah.
But you know what's even cheaper than cheap labor with human beings? Robots that you have to pay for once and then maintain. And as those people start replacing the poor people, what's going to happen is it's going to turn into extreme poverty. So what's going to happen is they're going to start telling us we need a basic income. Everyone needs at least $1,000 every month given to them by the government. And that's how you start socialism. Slowly but surely, more people are going to be forced out the workforce. They're not going to have money. Guess what? They still got kids to feed. Guess what? They're still going to do what they have to do to feed their kids.
Yes.
Like anyone else. And I blame no one for doing that. But they're going to force the government to start a basic income, and it's going to get worse and worse as the years. See, it was okay when machines replaced humans, not computers. But when machines did it, people still had to build the machines. So you take away one job, another one comes. Now you have AI at such a rate replacing human jobs.
Yes.
They have nothing to go to. They have no future. If you guys are young right now, listen to this right now. You have about 4 or 5 years, maybe even sooner. Because if you don't have a bag within 4 or 5 years, you're cooked. You are absolutely cooked. Tell them.
So I was at inauguration with Gary. Shout out to him and Thor for getting me there.
I got pulled like that.
I met some of Elon's people. Some you don't like.
Yeah, it's okay.
And they spoke about AI. and how at least by 2030, 30% of jobs will be lost in the job market. 30%. That's 5 years. That's coming very soon.
Yeah, they're coming for your job, bro.
Yeah. Also,
They're coming for your job, man.
Nah.
They're coming for your job.
He's
Yo,
good, he's good, he's
we
good.
might have a program. We don't have to pay anybody.
Well, hold on. They mentioned that brands, businesses that support AI, and governments will be safe to an extent. When I say government, I mean like high officials only. And usually, for most people, that's not you. You're gonna work a regular job. You might work for Morgan Stanley, these companies, but with AI, they could trade it for you on your behalf. All of these things are happening, right? Look at McDonald's. 2016, they already started putting in automated machines. Chase Bank. Oh, tellers? Thing in the past. How much money you need? 10K? For this machine. So now we're seeing in real time that yes, even back then they were started doing this as a test to see how people react to it.
Correct.
But now when they demand it and they say, listen, I can't afford to pay rent, go to my doctor's hospital bill, pay that, or pay for my daughter's school. What can I do? Well, government, can you help me? Sure, we'll help you. Here's $3K a month. Every month, we'll take care of you. All digital, no cash. Oh, this is amazing. Thank you, daddy government.
Yeah.
Then you know what happens? Starts with that. Then you know what? We need food. AKA food stamps. Already there. But it's more of a tangible stamp. Versus now, digital. Okay, currency. If it's all digital, there's no cash. Guess what I can do? Well, you didn't follow my rules on Tuesday.
Shut them off.
Of last month. So now this month, we're cutting off all your money.
Yep.
Done for. What do?
Nothing.
Outcast. So this is going to create an economy where if you don't follow the rules of what they think are the rules to go by, you're cooked.
You mean social credit?
Yes.
So you're talking about a Chinese communist type of system.
Yes, in America. And you know the crazy part? People say all the time, but Fresh, this won't happen in America. We'll be fine. Well, unfortunately, my friend, if you see what's happening, the world does start slowly changing at certain countries, but eventually it always comes to the West. So I would argue that like we're in a space now, if you grind and start now preparing for what's coming, like you said before, for young people, young kids, you can kind of avert this happening to you on a mainstream level. Obviously, you can't avert everything because we're going to be affected by it too. But preparing for the future means, hey, listen, I need a brand, a business on the side, maybe something online, maybe a streamer, whatever it is for you to combat this ever-growing AI threat. And if you don't prepare now, guys, you are fucked. I'm telling you right now.
I think AI is the biggest threat in human history.
It is.
I'm not even talking about no Terminator, Skynet.
Look at the
stuff.
movies. Yeah,
I'm not even talking about that though.
Yeah,
Like, I want to be a fear monger telling people robots are going to start eliminating people. I don't even want to go that route. They're just going to take your jobs. Yeah. And when half of society doesn't have jobs and they can't fucking feed people, guess what? They're going to go after the rich. So the rich are actually going to have to give them a basic income, and that's the end of capitalism.
I got
Get
friends.
your money now. This is a warning.
Yeah.
Get your money now. Look at my eyes. I'm not playing with you people. Get your money now. Start a brand. Because the one thing an AI won't be able to replace is your personality.
Exactly.
If you have enough charisma, if you have enough talent, AI will not replace you. Because guess what? A computer can't think like a human. They can be programmed by a human. Once they get to that point, game over.
We know billionaires building bunkers underground
Yes.
to prepare for this bullshit. But Dom, what do you think about this coming with AI, bro? What do you think?
I think it's going to dominate everything. They even coming for influencers. Man, some of the influencers online, they do the same thing that people can do, like on YouTube. They got YouTube influencers right now. That's AI. They have like really good talking points, and especially for like women. Most of these 3 or 4s, they're gonna be out of work. I think in like 2 years. Majority of people, they're gonna be spending money online on AI hoes. Like I really do believe it because they look perfect and you can design them, bro. They're now making it to where you can have an AI girl and they can send you a model of, I'm not gonna say for specific reasons, but models of her body parts that you can engage with. And bro, a lot of people that aren't getting women, they're gonna go that route because it's more sustainable, it's cheaper, and it's more engaging. They can customize them and can create them and build them. And women are about to be replaced. I think that the birth rates are about to decrease.
Whoa. Hold on, Dub. I got a wife, and I no AI gonna replace her. I promise you that, brother. I promise you that, man. Because I ain't going down that road. Because I've heard about bestiality. What the hell would you even call that?
Whoa.
What would you even call that,
brother?
Oh man,
brother.
No, I'm just telling you. Like, what would you even call that when if a man is going to be sleeping with a robot? What do you call that?
Robot. Reality?
Oh, robality or something like that?
Robality.
Yo, you're about to put a word in the Guinness Book of World Records right now. Robality. We're coining it right now. And I bet you one of you sick motherfuckers watching this stream is going to be the first one hit with a robality charge. You're going to prison.
Assault! You heard the
Going to
robot.
prison.
You heard the robot. Bro, wild.
Yeah.
But all jokes aside, guys, it is a serious topic because this is coming for everybody. No one's safe, and prepare for the worst. Because keeping it real, who knows what's coming next with AI fully? We didn't have like a glimpse of it. So
Yeah, and I don't trust Elon Musk.
I know you don't.
And I'm going to tell you why. You know, listen, I'm not going to say I just don't like him because I don't like him because he cost me money. I don't trust the man who had 15 different women with 16 different kids with 17 different women, bro. Like, he has a lot of kids with a lot of different women. And if you can't be faithful to the people you have kids with, you ain't gonna be faithful to anybody.
Yeah.
That's facts out there, guys. That's straight up facts. So again, I understand people make mistakes once, maybe twice. In baseball, 3 strikes, you're out. This guy's on strike number 8, 9. And quite frankly, nah, we're on YouTube. Let me do this reading real quick.
Okay.
Joey, New York City, August 24th, 1986. I've been delivering Forex trader. I haven't researched in my breakthrough yet. What can you say about that? Okay, so you're born on the 24th. You're home and family oriented, but you're also a tiger. So tigers have their limits to their home and family. So a tiger born on the 4th might have multiple families. One thing you can do because you're born with the 24 energy is basically real estate. A lot of people who are born in the 6th, people who have 6 energy, people born in 15, 24, 2 and 4 is 6, 1 and 5 is 6. They do well in the real estate market because that is 6 energy. Home, family is always dominated by 6. You're a tiger. One of the best things about being a tiger is they fucking age like wine, bro. They literally age like wine. Does Tom Cruise look like he's born 1962? Anybody? No. Because tigers age very well. So this man born 86, I don't have to look at him to know he looks very young for his age. It is what it is. People who have 11s and tigers, they should be extremely good athletes, and they need an out for athletics. That's what you have to understand. But I'll give you one example out there. You live in New York. New York's a monkey, is not good for tigers. Okay? New York is a monkey state. It's not the place for tigers. For you to succeed and be the best version of you, you have to move out there. It's not going to happen for you there. And if you stay there, it's going to hurt you. I had a client, he played for the Washington Redskins, now the Washington Commanders. They had to change their name because of racism. But he went to New York twice a year. Sometimes to play the Jets, sometimes to play the Giants. He said every time he was in New York, he got injured. He was born the enemy year. And every time he was there, he got injured.
Really?
Yeah. It's like that. So as you being a tiger, I tell you to get the hell out of the monkey state. And think about it. New York was the most powerful state in America a long time. It still is the financial capital. New York's a monkey state, and this is a monkey country. But that money is moving down to Miami, isn't it?
Yeah.
A monkey city.
100%.
See how this works? So for you, my friend, the best place for you, and again, I don't really recommend that people go there, but for you, I will, is California. California was founded in a dog year, and people who are born in tigers do best in dog energy. So when it comes down to, that's a good place for you to live. A little bit too liberal for me, but one of the predictions I made, and if you can go up to my IG and you can play this clip, Bills, when I said, Dave will help you find it, when I predicted the California fires. Remember in the very beginning of the year? I predicted California fires. I basically said, if you're in California, get out. California is founded in 1850, the year of the dog. Last year was the year of the dragon. But see, the year of the dragon didn't end until January 29th. Those fires started January 7th.
Damn.
They burned half the freaking city of LA down. Now, most people can say, yo, Gary, that was done on purpose. They want to build a 15-minute city. I'm not going to disagree with you. But guess what? They still did it in its enemy year. That's the point. Things always happen in their enemy year.
Yeah.
Kobe died in his enemy year. 2 days into Kobe's enemy year, he died.
Helicopter, right?
Yep. There's a lot of rumors that he was suing vaccine companies and stuff like that, but we'll never know. We'll never know. But one thing we do know, Kobe's probably the third best player in NBA history.
One of the best for sure.
He's the third best player. And I know sports might not be your thing, but I find it interesting, like people compare LeBron and Kobe. There is no comparison. Even though Kobe has 5 rings and LeBron has 4, Kobe never made anyone better. He was a ball hog. He didn't pass the ball. He did everything himself. He was a great player, but he didn't make people around him better. LeBron made everyone around him better. And that is why LeBron James is a superior.
Kobe's a horse? Is that why?
Kobe's a horse. He does things himself.
Yeah.
Like for instance, if you're with a horse and you're not going to the gym like a horse, or you're not, doing the athletic shit like a horse, they don't even want to fuck with you. That's how they are, man. That's how they built. They don't like fucking with lazy people. I talked about my stepdad in Russia. This guy's like 80, 70 years old. He's working all the time, bro. He don't stop. Horses don't stop. Horses also the revolutionaries in life. You get it? Horses are revolutionaries in life. And guess what? We can bring up Myron. We can do that. Myron's a horse. Israel is found in the rat year. Rat and horse are enemy signs. You see how that works? You see how that works?
Hey, man.
Now, I'm going to point out some other enemy signs. But guess what? When it comes down to revolutionaries, you ever hear of a guy named Nelson Mandela?
Nope.
He's a horse. The guy who put him in jail, President de Klerk at that time, was a rat. Every single time. Vladimir Lenin, a horse, started a Russian Revolution. You go, Shane. This is why I get out of fresh. I get sound effects.
Yo.
Who needs a soundboard? I
Guys,
got fresh.
we're adding a soundboard. Actually, for next show, hopefully, it should be here.
Just have you make sounds.
Nah, bro. We need a soundboard, bro. Also, we got another shot from Kate.
I can make noises too.
This nigga, bro.
I can make sounds too.
We're comedians. Good call, Mo.
I can make sounds too.
All right. We got Kate Melzarak says, hardworking female, tired, November 4th, 1978. My last passion tarot reading.
I'll do tarot.
I discovered that I have good knowledge and intuition. What is your advice? What I should do? Thank you, Gary. I love what you do.
Okay, so she said she's born 11/4/1978.
November 4th, 1978. Yes.
Okay, so she is a 4 life path and a horse, so that's a workaholic. So honestly, you got to outwork other people. But here's what I want you guys to do: if you guys are going to pay for a reading, say where you're from.
Okay.
Say the country you're from, and I'm going to tell you why. Because if you're born on the 4th in Italy, Spain, Argentina, it might not mean that much. But if you're born in the 4th in America, which was founded on the 4th, that tells you a whole different ball game. Google was founded on the 4th. Facebook was founded on the 4th. These are American companies. Billions and billions of dollars. Barack Obama was born on the 4th. Jay-Z born on the 4th. Beyonce born on the 4th. People who are born in the 4th in the United States of America prosper. People born on the 4th in other parts of the world work their asses off. That is the difference. So if you're in America and you have that 4 energy, Google, Facebook showed you what it is. It works in America. And a lot of people in my profession, they believe 4 is the number of wealth. It's not. It works in America. It doesn't work in other countries.
Okay.
That's how it works. And people don't understand that. So that's why I break it down. So for her, you have to outwork people. And quite frankly, you should be a spiritual teacher. You have a lot of spiritual energy within you. You just got to overcome that emotion. And last piece of advice for you, and this is advice for all horses. It's okay to be stubborn because people need to be who they are. Some people are stubborn and they need to be stubborn. But here's the problem with horses. When they're stubborn for the sake of being stubborn, that is when the fuck they get themselves in trouble.
Okay. We got
Mario, what's up, Luigi?
over Rubies.
Showing my age.
7/23, 1989. Zodiac sign Leo, man. What career path would you recommend? Keep in mind I'm working on my aviation license. No kids either. Live in the US, but I was born in Mexico. So 7/23, 1989. Zodiac sign Leo.
Yeah, I can figure out the zodiac signs. So he's born on the 23rd. Shout out to Dom. That's your 23rd brother and stuff like that.
Oh, yeah.
But when it comes down to people who are born on the 23rd, they're entertainers. Look at the industry Dom's in. Entertainer starts with E. E is the 5th letter. 2 and 3 is 5. You see how that works? The English language is coded with numerology, and it's there to help guide us. So people who are with that 5 energy, he said he was in aviation. Perfect. You should be a pilot. People who are 5s do very well when they travel. You're not supposed to be in one place for too long. So 5s basically cover 2 things. Number 1, good looks. So, getting women shouldn't be an issue, okay? So people who are born on the 5th, 14th, 23rd, they are very attractive people. And if you don't believe me, go to your Facebook pages, look out for people who have birthdays on the 5th, 14th, 23rd. You'll see it yourself. See, that's the thing. You don't have to trust me. You can verify yourself.
That's crazy.
That's how it works. So, and another thing is people who are 5s tend to travel and they're attractive. Does that make sense why so many immigrants are good looking?
Thank you very much.
I'm
Gary.
not talking about you, bro. There's exceptions to the rule.
Screw you, bro. Screw you, Gary. You know what? Gary. I kind of want to roast Gary right now, bro. But you know what? I'm going to take it.
Yo, what the hell, man? This is a grown man.
To be fair, bro.
It is
if
what
you
it
said
is.
it look
Listen,
good, that kind of weird.
I ain't no fucking Casanova. I was, though. I was. And by the way, if you're watching this on YouTube and you're watching this on TikTok, let me get some likes because I'm over here entertaining you. All you have to do is put that like so we can get actually more people who are watching this. Okay, so again, I'm doing the work. He's doing the work. All you got to do is hit a button. And I even hate asking for it, but this is the way YouTube works.
It helps. Like the video. All right, Dom, we got any more news you want to bring up, or we're good to go?
Outside of that, what's really important? The Michelle Obama flop. I mean, it's good just to segue that, bring that into her. Michelle Obama had a multi-million-dollar marketing budget, press releases, press runs, and only brought in like 16,000 views on her new YouTube channel in 16 hours. It's a massive flop, bro. It's ugly. It's ugly.
Yeah.
Shout out to Big Mike.
So, Big Mike. She did a podcast recently. With all the marketing budget and all the expenses spent on her campaigns, and looks like didn't pay off very well.
You don't say.
From the views, but I just wondered, like, who cares what she has to say though? Okay,
well, she's a woman. That's obvious.
Yeah.
Well, I think.
But like, okay, we got hella podcasts with girls, right? I can think of one. Call Her Daddy is popular. All the rest, no one gives a fuck about, bro. Like, honestly, like, okay, keep it real. She's a former, are they still together?
Well, the rumor is that Barack Obama dumped her ass for Jennifer Aniston. And you know what, man? Seeing a black man, dump a black woman for a white one, I think that's pretty much the way society's going. So yeah, I believe it.
Yeah. Either way, man, I wish her the best, but I don't see that shit popping off like.
Yo, put a side by side between Jennifer Aniston and Michelle Obama. You tell me who you're gonna be with, man.
And the difference,
Stop
bro.
the games, man.
Yeah, and there's also allegation of her being like the other team.
Mm-hmm.
So who knows, bro?
You know who I know? I know Barack Obama's brother.
Oh shit! Oh yeah, no.
Yeah. You watched the interview, right?
Part of it.
Yeah. So I'm cool with Barack Obama's brother, man. He has some choice words about Michelle.
What'd he say?
We're on YouTube.
All right. Loud and clear. All right, Dom, you got something else?
Outside of that, it's been pretty slow. I don't think. Let me make sure. Yeah, pretty much. That's about pretty much it for just for today.
All right, fire, bro.
By the way, Dom, how's Tesla stock doing?
It seems like it's been doing pretty bad. I think it's the worst performance.
Pretty
stock.
bad, man.
You know, they just
Like the
said
worst
that's one of the
performance.
biggest collapses in modern stock market history. It lost 40% in 5 weeks.
Well, you see what happened. They did a commercial, wink, wink,
Mm-hmm.
with the big G. So,
Yeah.
you know, hopefully that helps a little bit.
Hopefully. Anyways, we got another reading. 9/10/1997 ox. I'm a male in Texas. Well, that's good. You're an ox, and Texas is a snake state, founded 1845, same year as Florida. So again, that's a good state for ox to live in. My brother is 6/28/1989. So he has Elon Musk's birthday. He's a 7 life path, just like Musk, except he's a snake. So a snake in a snake state is a pretty good thing. When are we going to get a bag? When should we? Okay, so here's the thing. Your brother is born on the 28th. But he's about to be in a 7-year cycle after his birthday. So I think the best time for you guys to make a bag together is after his birthday in 2026, because he was going to be in a 6-year cycle. So here's the thing about people who are born on the 28th. Make sure they're the CEOs of the company. There's a reason Bill Gates is born on the 28th. Elon Musk is born on the 28th. Carlos Slim is born on the 28th. The Dallas Cowboys, the most valuable football franchise in sports, is founded on the 28th. There's a reason for this. There's a reason. Rolex. Rolex. I know you guys don't have one of these. You can live vicariously through me for a second. But right here, the Rolex always has a 28 in it.
You can get one, guys.
Every single time it has a 28 in its ads. Look it up. Why? Because they know it's the number of wealth. So if your brother has that 28 energy, open a company and have him be the CEO.
Okay.
That's how it works. You know, a lot of people ask me, well, wait a second. Mark Zuckerberg isn't born on the 28th. You're right, but his sister is. Sometimes it's the people around you. A lot of people will be like, Jeff Bezos isn't born on the 28th, but his former wife, Mackenzie, is. She's a 28 life path. Every single time it's there.
So you're saying
Every time.
it doesn't have to be you. It could be someone that's like actually like around you. What you're saying? So I could have like someone that's like my sister,
Yes.
a brother,
Yes.
and once they have that energy, it works.
Do you ever hear of a guy named Napoleon?
Hill?
Napoleon, no, Bonaparte. Dun, 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 dun. You get that song? Okay, that's your cue to play the song. Anyways,
Coming soon.
Napoleon Bonaparte was just a lonely officer in the French army, and then he started fucking Josephine, and he became emperor. Now, even though Josephine was his enemy sign, and eventually she couldn't give him kids, and he left her ass. She was born on the 28th, and after he married her, he became an emperor. Now, that's the good part. The bad part was Josephine's a whore, and she was getting knocked up by every fucking officer in the French army while Napoleon was away. So can you imagine being the leader of the world at that point? Because when Napoleon was emperor in the early 1800s, he was more powerful than the Rothschilds.
Damn.
Yeah, exactly. So he was the man. And then what happened was he would go on trips, and his wife would fornicate with other officers.
Sounds about right.
I mean, this is what I'm trying to tell you guys, man. The leader of the world, Napoleon, couldn't keep his woman faithful. What the hell think you guys are going to do it?
Tom Brady.
Yeah, Tom Brady,
Same
another
shit.
one.
Dude, that's huge, bro. Imagine the pinnacle of a man, what he should be in sports. All
Yep.
the rings
Yep.
he won.
More than this. I don't
What
even
he's
got- I
done
got
with
one
his
on.
life career, dedicating it to football and everything. Literally, bro, his wife should be like, oh my God,
With the karate
I want the
instructor.
top of the top man to ever walk the face of the earth. Pause. And to cheat on him with a karate instructor, that makes what? 50K a year? Bro, what the? Dude, it's fucked, bro. But then again, his love be the same. He's never home. These bitches, bro.
Yeah, he's never
Crazy, bro.
out there making that money.
Crazy.
Man. It is what it is.
Yeah.
Listen, here's what I got to tell you about that. Tom Brady, he's a smart dude, man.
Yeah.
He's a smart dude. He put all his money in his mom's name before he got divorced. So
there we go.
Giselle ended up paying him.
W Tom, man. W
Yo,
Tom.
W Snake.
W Tom.
Team Snake. Team Snake.
W
And
Tom.
by the way, for all the fraud astrologers out there who say monkey and snake are soulmate signs, They do well together. We got a monkey snake partnership right here, but they ain't supposed to get married. Tom Brady did not work out with Giselle. Monkey snake relationship. By the way, did Ye work out with Kim Kardashian?
No.
No, that's another monkey snake relationship. So Kanye, again, free country, First Amendment. You can say everything you want, but did the Jews tell you to marry a whore? I'm just curious. Did they?
I would argue that you can see that coming from a mile away.
Yeah.
I mean, Kim Kardashian, who she is, marrying her would always be. Look at her past relationships. They all ended in divorce or failure. All of them.
There was a guy named Chris Humphries. She married. He was out within like what, 24 days?
They call it the Kim Kardashian curse. The Kardashian curse, basically.
It's something else, man.
Tyga,
I don't understand it.
All these people, bro. What's up a lost shit, man?
All right, we got a super chat in January 7th, 2005. By the way, if you're born January 7th, you're one smart son of a bitch. All right, we won't go into why my birthday, but you know, people who are born January 7th are really, really smart. So it is what it is. Anyways, January 7th, 2005 is a 6 life path. So you're probably a homebody, brother. You're probably one of those people who's always looking out for others, taking care of others. Kind of like you, Fresh, aren't you? Aren't you always taking care of other people?
Yeah, low key. I get a lot of hate for it though, but you know,
that's all right, man. These guys are, you know,
all
they're spending their money on on women, you know, prostitutes. You're spending your money on your family. I'd go with you. You know what I'm saying? So people who are born with that 6 energy, good money in real estate, that's something you really need to get into.
yeah.
Real estate is
It's
really
funny.
where you have to
I've
be
done
in.
a lot of things wrong in my life, but for my actual wealth portfolio, real estate killed it. Like I got real estate in Barbados here, and like it's done amazing for me. So all my fuck ups, it covered it with real estate.
Yeah. So again, this is a typical 6 life path, and they do very well in real estate, as should you.
Also, my mom's retired. My sister is as well. She works because she wants to, and yeah,
you take care of them.
Yeah.
That's exactly what 6s do. They take care of fam. Most of you guys would sell out your mother for a prostitute.
Crazy, bro.
And that's facts. That's facts because you guys are fucking pieces of shit.
I mean, I let my mom meet him.
So going back to January 7th, you're in an 8-year cycle right now. You see what I'm doing. I'm starting a podcast. You see what I'm doing. I'm actually going out there and making a lot of noise because I'm in the 8-year. That's exactly what you should be doing in every single January 7th. Anyone born January 7th, July 7th, anything like July 1st, anything like that, go hard in your 8-year. And your 8-year is all about money. 7-year, it's about knowledge, learning as much as possible, and sometimes getting injured. Remember my Achilles injury?
Yeah.
I wasn't walking for a while. That was my 7-year. And Kyrie Irving, in his 7-year, he just got injured. He's out for the year. So you know the type of cycles you're going into with this type of knowledge.
You can prepare.
And this one is, by the way, TikTok. Are we even at 1 million likes yet?
What
Are we at 1 million likes yet on TikTok? Where are we at? 37K. TikTok.
Wow.
I'm really, really disappointed in you, man.
Way more, man.
I need some likes. I need to see some galaxies. Let's go.
Listen,
Enough nonsense.
Gary drove all the way down here.
Yeah, I
Put a
drove
lot of
all the way
time and
down
effort
to
into
Brickell,
this,
man.
for you guys to make this thing professional.
I had to go through plebs, people, homeless people, people who smell bad,
For you guys.
prostitutes.
For you
I
guys.
had to battle to get in here. So
Yeah.
let's get these likes up, man.
Also, Fresh Start channel, man. You guys are watching too as well live on Rumble and as well YouTube. A Fresh Start. Guys, go ahead and like the video as well on Rumble and YouTube. Appreciate the support.
Yep. All right. I think it's a good time now to maybe go to the clips.
Yes.
So TikTok, based off the rules and engagements of this app,
We gotta cut
I
it
will
off.
have to bid a farewell. And I appreciate you guys. And remember, we'll be doing this every single Tuesday and Thursday at 8 because 8's the number of money. It worked for the Chinese. It'll work for us somehow.
100%.
Anyways, peace, TikTok. Say bye to TikTok, guys.
Later, guys. And watch this as well on YouTube and Rumble. So there you go.
There we go.
All right.
All right, is it off?
Good to go.
All right, now that the TikTok is gone,
So into the news.
yeah, we could get into the news.
So-
People been talking shit about you, bro.
Yeah, bro. So we did an interview with No Jumper a couple of days ago in LA. We spoke about a lot of things, content, our channel, me and Myron, obviously speaking our journey, what we've been through, and haters talking shit about us all the time. But what came out was actually another creator that we know, Sneako. And if you guys don't know, Sneako is a friend of the show. He's been with us for quite some time, off and on. He does his thing in and out, and not a bad guy. The issue is that, like, as a big bro, as a friend, I give him advice. You do too as well. And what happens is what sign is he again?
He's a tiger.
Tiger?
Tigers don't listen well.
Yeah. So the problem is that, like, as a friend, I'm a help you out as much as I can. That's what I do as a Six Life Path, right?
Okay. Yeah, very helpful.
And usually what happens is I get some advice because I hear information coming in from the pipeline. I get a lot of info just being who I am and help my friends navigate with certain information. Long story short, we had some words off camera. We spoke about it. It was cool. He did his thing. It didn't work out, and that was it. But I remember we were in the UK a while back, and we met for the first time, really, truly hang out that long period of time. And he got an email from YouTube, right? We spoke about certain things. He was a little bit upset. Of course, anybody would be in that scenario. And, he decided to move forward, not let it stop him, and keep making content. However, fast forward a couple months later, he was on this path I think was wrong personally, in my own opinion. And I gave him what I thought was some good advice. And actually speaking, it was good advice because
He didn't think so.
I know. But what I said came true. I said, brother, if you go on this path, this is going to happen. Not because I feel like it. It's because I know these people in corporate, how they think, how they maneuver, and I know CEOs. So get on this path.
You talk to these billionaires.
I do.
Okay.
And it's funny because, like, listen, I'm not much of a crazy viral creator, but I do have connects with people high up. And as a result, I know what's coming. So as a friend, hey, bro, this is going to happen. If you do X, Y, Z, boom, it happened. Now, on the podcast, Flacco brought up Sneako. And obviously speaking, yeah, he's doing great. He's doing a fucking awesome rebrand. Happy for him. But I kept it real. Listen, this is what I think about Sneako. Great creator. He had the actual world by the throat. We'll play a clip actually from No Jumper ourselves so you guys can see how Sneako reacted to my truthful talk about him in real time.
All right, let's see the clip.
Wait. Yeah.
Wait.
Yeah, because it's a reaction. The issue with Sneako had the world as well. He had the world by the. Let's go over here. Let's take it anywhere. The problem is, I saw a trail. Which I spoke about, this in person on our show, of money and different genres. And I was like, Sneako, you finna win. Here everywhere. No, pause real quick.
We finna win, huh?
So I have a quote I give Sneako all the time because I think he is moving in different directions at all times. Now, it's not a bad thing as creator, you gotta make content. I get that part. But the problem is, when your ideology is rooted in something, you go from this ideology to that ideology, it becomes kind of weird. Because all the time, you know what, bro? I think you're leaf in the wind. My opinion, I could be wrong, but I think I'm right.
What exactly does that mean, leaf in the wind?
So as the wind blows, leaves go up, down, left, right, all over.
So you're saying he's a politician and he flip-flops?
Until they eventually fall to the ground.
Gotcha.
That's the analogy I give for Sneako. And listen, call me a hater. I think I'm telling you the truth. You want me to lie to you? You want me to sit here and be like, oh, bro, yeah, keep doing that shit, bro. Keep doing that shit. It's going to ruin your career. No. I'm going to say as a friend, listen, bro, this is what it is. And what happened is we did a podcast on my show.
Okay.
Spoke about it. People said, oh, bro, Fresh is hating, da-da. You know what happened 2 months later? Or no, 3 months later? Fresh was right. Duh. I mean, it's common sense. It common sense, gang. But again, I'm harsh because I tell them the truth. Really? Am I a hater?
You know you can't spell the word truth without the word hurt.
Ooh.
So here's the point: when you actually when you actually tell people the truth, you hurt their feelings.
Yeah.
So it is what it is.
Yeah.
Just like you can't spell lie without
And listen,
a lot of other words.
To Sneako's credit, he roasts me too. My stutter is terrible. I agree, 100%. Shout out to you, bro, for telling me that. Keeping it real. It might be hurtful, but it's truthful. I don't get mad about it. It's what it is. But when I say it, it's an issue. I don't get it. But let's continue the clip, man. All right.
The way I see it, like I literally can't. That's how he talk about something. And if I talked about 5 times a week, multiple years, then I got into content creative, and it's to make something. Approaching it like these are the talking points that turns it into a job, and that's exactly why I didn't get a job. I didn't want to be the robot plugging in the same. Yeah, I make vlogs. Yeah, I stream. Yes, I talk about relationships. Yes, I talk about everything. That's what I mean.
But again, where's the money going?
And also, that's just a fucking lie, Fresh. If I was going where the money was going, then why the fuck would I talk about the Jews like you're saying? What the fuck are you talking about? If I was going where the money was going, would I start talking about Red Pill? Like, bro, what is he talking about? My friend's saying that I go where the money. Why am I vlogging for free on X, Fresh? 101 vlogs in a row for free. What the fuck are you talking? Right after Flacco says, "Yo, these vlogs are amazing," that I make no money for. Fresh like, he goes where the money goes.
Pause.
Where's my check?
Those two things.
He's kind of emotional.
Pause. So this argument of posting vlogs on X is, to me, lame. I'll tell you why. Just because you're posting on X for free, which you're not, you get paid, roughly.
Probably like 10 cents.
Yeah, not much at all, but to be fair, it's
7-year cycle stuff.
I think it's great. Listen, he's a hard worker. He works really hard. I can't take that away from him.
And by the way, let me just say this. Sneeko will work.
Yes.
He will be the first guy up in the morning telling other people to go to work. When we're in D.C., he's calling us at 8 o'clock, 9 o'clock in the morning. Yo, let's go.
He is content,
he's a hard worker.
Here's the issue, right? You can work hard, but working smart is better. Listen, the vlogs being posted on X is great for exposure. I will admit that. But here's the issue, right? Look at Sneeko back in his prime. He had the youth.
He's like 27 years old. What could his prime be?
His prime time on YouTube and being a creator. Okay. And I just keep it real with him because, like, dude, Sneeko could have been, he can still be, I think, to some level, a impactful creative creator, which he is. But it could be even further. And when I say, for example, okay, he follows the money, this is what I'm saying. Ideology is rooted in concrete ideas that are foundationally stable. They don't change. Problem is that I've seen with Sneeko is sometimes you're focused on, well, back in the day it was Red Pill. That's what we're in. But we told him, listen, bro, this genre of making content, typically, then you could come in and bounce off of, right? It's like either you're in it or you're not. What happens is,
so you can't put one foot in and then take it out. So
No.
either you're in with it or you're out,
not.
but you can't go halfway.
But when you see the money coming in, it's like, oh shit, I'm gonna hop into this, and I'm gonna ride the wave train until it dies off. As you saw last time,
so
it died off, and he dissed the Red Pill. And I'm like, bro, that's not cool. That's what I didn't like. No, to be real, I told him this off camera and on camera. So nothing new. Also, religion, bro. I'm not gonna go all the way to there because I don't want to say certain shit. But I'm just saying, listen, this is why me and Myra don't say I'm a practicing Christian or Muslim, because you do that, they expect you to do X, Y, Z. So by those,
then he gets the Haram police on his ass.
Exactly, and he hates that because it's fucked up because you're trying to push a certain narrative, and then it's
well, you don't want some guy in Pakistan who's a Muslim telling an American Muslim how to live. So I understand that.
Yeah. So this is why I say what I said. And listen, you call it a lie, I didn't lie about shit, bro. I just kept it real. So
what did you say that was actually a lie? I
don't know. I'm still waiting to see.
So I mean.
Still waiting to see.
Listen, this is what I'm going to say to Sneeko. I first time I met you, I said, listen, you got a lot of potential to take over this fucking game. And I still think, he's a veteran at this. Me and you are still kind of young at this. You're in this for like 4 years.
He knows shit that we don't know.
I've been at this for 2 years. He's younger than both of us, but he has more experience than both of us combined in this game.
Yep.
He knows how to do content, and he will work his ass off to do content. But at the end of the day, like, he talks about this gambling deal, and he could have got 15 mil for gambling a year. I've yet to understand what the difference is between gambling sports, gambling on crypto, and gambling in the stock market. Because quite frankly, meme coins are a lot more dangerous than anything in sports betting. And again, I told people at the very beginning of the year, if you put 100K in crypto in January 1st, you're down money. You put 100K in Tesla, you're definitely down. But you put 100K in the S&P 500, you're down. But if you were smart and you picked the Philadelphia Eagles to win the Super Bowl, you're up over 100%. So you're not going to tell me that sports gambling is haram when crypto is okay and the stock market's okay. It just doesn't make sense.
Shit.
That's what I'm trying to say. Like, be consistent with this stuff. And again, I would rather Sneeko be a Muslim than a degenerate. Much rather him do that. But at the end of the day, when you like push religious content, you kind of like lock yourself in a certain department, man.
Yeah.
And that's the issue, because all of a sudden, people who are religious, I'm going to make this clear to everyone. I'm not talking to Sneeko anymore. I'm talking to everybody. When people are religious, the people who support them and back them will not do it financially. Doesn't matter if you're a Muslim or a Christian, maybe some other groups. But it doesn't matter if you're a Muslim or a Christian, they will not support you financially. They just won't.
I can give you two examples. Young Don and Gideon. They made their whole content about being Christ-like, following the Bible,
Oh, that
and
fell
that's
off
the way
quick.
to go. And I said to myself, okay, I understand preaching gospel is important. You should do that 100%. The problem is there's no money in that. So I said, okay, I'm going to watch and see how long they're going to last doing this. And I was right. Young Don said he's done with Christianity, which is a huge L. You made your whole brand about it and then say it's an L.
When
That's
did he
crazy.
stop doing it?
Recently. Right now.
Uh-huh.
Right now. It was
2024, whenever you went, always a religious Christianity versus Islam.
Yeah.
In numerology, 8 is the number of religion. 2024. I know some of you guys are slow out there, so I'll do this very, very slow. 2 plus 0 plus 2 plus 4 is 8. So last year was the year of religion. A lot of people became Muslims and Christians last year.
Yeah.
A lot. Sonny, shout out to Sonny. He became a Muslim last year. So a lot of people got very religious last year.
Yeah.
Now that we're in 2025, that grift's over.
It's over.
That grift is over. Now people are into this, and you'll see it by the end of the year.
Gideon, another example. He came into the game doing pranks. Amazing work. I watched the videos up until today. He is an amazing creator, I think. And he followed the whole Christian path for a while. And then he made no money. He even said, I got to pay my bills. Understandable. You got to pay your bills, G. I get it. And he pivoted from that to doing pedo catches, which is great. It's good, regular
Get 'em
content.
off the streets.
Yeah, good content needs to be done, doing the Lord's work. But again, this whole religion-based thing that people do online, I think it has its place. But when you change from topic to topic, genre to genre, it don't bode well. So that's all I was saying. Listen, bro,
It's hard to keep loyal fans that
you
way.
go on this path, cooking yourself, man. There's no point.
Okay. So because people are so against gambling, will you read that off for me right there?
All right, so Gary's this type of guy that he does a lot of sports betting
Yeah.
and wins.
Yeah.
So he brags about his winnings.
Yeah.
So
Why don't
let's
you
see.
tell people what that is right there?
Wager $500,
And how much did I win?
payout $6,280.
Okay.
See, listen, I'm all for people making money, but this is the easiest money I've ever seen somebody make. Easiest. And I'm like, how's this even possible? How do you know how to win?
So here we go. And again, I'll put this on Twitter later on. So what we had here was the Devils to win. I know you guys are gonna start calling me, but that's the New Jersey Devils. This is hockey. We also had the Rangers to win and the Panthers to win. And we have a 6-teamer here because I took them all over 4.5. That means the game, every single game has to be over 4.5 total goals. It all hit. So this one ticket, because I only put in 6,000 today. This one ticket covers everything. That means the rest of these are free rolls. This is a 6-teamer. Do you know how difficult this is to hit? Extremely difficult. The odds on this ticket were 11.5 to 1. 11.5 to 1. You guys want to put money in crypto? Where are you going to get an 11.5 to 1 at? Some meme coin and someone's going to snipe? This is real. And if you know numerology and astrology, I'll show you the way to do this. By the way, guys, we'll be talking about sports gambling a lot.
Listen, I have seen the magic behind the scenes. I'm not gonna lie, man. With the right mentor in this space, you could kill it, bro. So props to you on that. All right.
Appreciate that, brother.
But yeah, just to bring it full circle, man. I see people do the religion thing where they talk about religion for a little bit and then die off because you don't get paid for it.
I don't think Sneako's actually grifting religion. I do believe he believes in it.
No, he does.
I do believe he believes in it.
But the problem is that if you don't do what they like,
they'll come after you.
They're gonna attack you.
They're not loyal. And here's the thing. So I'm not talking about Sneako. I'm talking about some bigger guys right here. One I've noticed is there's a trend of some guys who claim to be atheist first. Patrick Bet David, a few other guys. And as soon as they get a bag, all of a sudden they find God. It's and again, your boy Tate's one of them. As soon as he gets a fucking bag, he finds God. I want people to understand this. If you're poor and you found God, I'm never going to call you a grifter. But if you're someone who used to call yourself an atheist and then you came into money and you started grifting this stuff, I'm not falling for it. I'm going to tell you why, Fresh. Because when you're a rich man, the best way to bond with poor people is through God.
Religion.
Every single time.
That's a good point.
Because here's the point, man. Understand this. If you're a Christian and you commit some heinous crimes, the Christians are still going to defend you because you're a Christian. If you're a Muslim or a Jew and you commit some heinous crimes, your people are still going to defend you. So people who have no bond over anything, they will bond over religion. So again, can I say for 100% Patrick Bet David and Tater Grifton? No, I can't say it for 100%. But I have noticed a lot of rich guys who were atheists before, as soon as they get a little bit of that money, all of a sudden they get religious. I question that.
I would argue the most, I want to say consistent person I've seen consistently is Jesse Lee Peterson. He's been in the game for 20 plus years doing his thing, and he never swayed once. So
Not one time.
not one time. He's that guy for real. So shout out to him. Okay. All right, let's continue clip.
Got him a strike.
But I don't even think you can get strikes for those things.
No
anymore.
anymore. It's not
They got
bannable
rid of
anymore.
that, right?
No. His account should be reinstated.
No.
Facts, I
But
agree.
hold on. It could have been. And this is where, like, I do shit behind the scenes that people don't know.
Yeah.
Again, with the CIA agent, Mossad Fresh behind the
Cut it right now. Cut it right now.
YouTube, Rumble. Oh,
We could say something right now.
say it, bro.
I don't want to. We could say something right now, but I can say this. This man helped Sneako with YouTube. He really did. I'm not going to say any more. I don't want to.
Yeah.
I told Sneako I'd never talk bad about him, so I won't. But when it comes down to it, I promise you, I know information. I know things. I just don't want to release in the public. This man helped Sneako, or at least tried to help Sneako get his YouTube back
Yeah. And he did for a little bit. But
for a day.
you know the worst part? Like, people don't appreciate when I do things for them, right? Because, like, either because maybe I'm not that popping for them, or maybe I'm not, like, doing it how they want it to be done. And it's because, like, I understand how this business works. A to Z. What to do, what not to do. I've been through the trials and tribulations. You guys have seen it. You know what I'm saying? Demonetize, getting deals, making things happen. And it's a game being played here. Now, the audience doesn't notice because they're watching it from, outside looking in. They say, attack these people, do this and that. Yeah, it's funny. So you get canceled and then no money's coming in. And every creator that you know is in it for the money. When they say, oh, it's not for the money, it's just for the love.
Except Myron.
Fucking lie. Myron's only
Except
one.
Myron. Everyone's in it for the money except Myron.
And I would argue that, like, well, yeah, because a lot of people say that they are in it to win it, but they're in it for the money.
They're not.
So what happens is when you do certain things, you don't get no money. It's cut off. And at that point, you become in survival. You get put into survival mode. So my thing is, like, this whole thing, and he said, man, CIA bullshit. Bro, the shit I've done, I don't brag about because I don't want to, first
You
of all.
shouldn't.
And
You
two,
shouldn't.
with my connections, I would have to do that to them. So for me, it's more like, obviously speaking, I don't want to sound on camera, Sneako, because I don't want to out the people that was trying to help you. Period, bro. Like, they're helping you to get your shit back that I know. So when you say shit like that, it's like, bro, what I did for you in the past, yeah, I'm not gonna brag about it, but you can't disqualify what I just said.
No,
because it's
you
real.
can't. And you know, we both want Sneeko to get his stuff back.
Of course.
We both want Sneeko to have the same opportunity that we're on right now on YouTube to get super chats and get remonetized. We all want that for Sneeko. And, you know, at the end of the day, I think he's trying to do that right now because he realized that what he was doing before, maybe it was working in 2023 and 2024, but it's not going to work in 2025. So, you know, we all evolve, and hopefully Sneeko's there, because when I met Sneeko the first time, I said I expect big things out of him, and I hope he doesn't make me look like a liar. So I really do expect him to be a big player in this game, because quite frankly, I'm retiring soon. Fresh probably got about what? Unlike what Zerka said, he got about 10 years.
Well,
we'll get to Zerka in a second, but I promise you this guy's still going to be around in 10 years.
The good thing is with podcasting, you don't have to be the most insanely wild person, always doing random shit. It's more of a conversation piece that people will tune into. And yeah, it starts small, but it can end up really being a big bag. So we'll see what happens, Zerka. But I guarantee you, bro, I'll be here longer than you.
I guarantee you one thing, Zerka. You're one of the funniest men on the planet. And, you know, the shit I went through with you, brother, those were some times, man. I remember one time I thought Zerka got kidnapped. People, what's his name? What the hell is that kid's name? Jack Doherty called me and he's like, yo, Zerka's under, like, he's been, like, taken hostage. So I get the address and I go there with my crew. And as soon as we go there, Zerka and those guys are cool. I'm like, what the hell just happened here? I thought there was an issue. And I went in there and I started giving people numerology readings. I know, seriously. I think I'm about to go down there, and I think I'm knocking on a door at a house I'd never been, and we're ready to fucking go in there. Yeah. Like, we're ready. Like, what's up? As soon as I go in there, everyone's cool, and they're like, yo, you're Gary the Numbers guy. I'm like, yeah, my birthday. And I just sat around, started giving people birthday wreaths. I think I was about to go looking for smoke, and instead people want autographs. I'm like, okay, this is new, but it is what it is. But me and Zerka's been through some battles, but I promise you, man, this man made more in a year than you made in your life.
I wish him the best, bro.
Of course, 100%. Let me do a super chat before we move on. Cool. 11/22/1979 GOAT. My son is 10/12/1997 Ox. Enemies. Yes, that is 2023 enemy year on my birthday. That would be 11/22/33. What does that mean? It doesn't mean much, so don't worry about that. Also, manifesting money. How does that work? You live in Canada. Well, I mean, listen, if you live in Canada, Justin Trudeau destroyed your nation.
Facts.
He absolutely destroyed as much shit as I talk about President Biden, who's a piece of garbage. He was like a picnic in the park compared to what Justin Trudeau did to Canada. So honestly, I don't know what you do in Canada at this point, but I would try to get out. Now, you being born on the 22nd, you have to understand that you are a master builder. Example, Fousey. Fousey was born on the 22nd. Wasn't even the #1 guy on YouTube?
100% back in the day.
Back in the day, and then he fell off. He destroyed himself. So what happens with these 22s is they put themselves on and then they destroy themselves. That's what they're called, master builders and master destroyers. Damn. So, for instance, George Washington started America, born on the 22nd. Vladimir Lenin started the USSR, born on the 22nd. So people who are born on the 22nd are builders. So it doesn't matter if they're men or women. 22s are good at building up others. They're good at being mentoring other people. 22s are good architects. 22s are bodybuilders. 22s, Bradley Martin's born on the 22nd. So a lot of people who are born on the 22nd are here to build. Let me go back to your birthday. You're actually a 5 life path and a GOAT. You know, Fresh, a lot of people on here talk about numerology and astrology, but I got to tell you, those GOATs, they're fine, bro. And I'm okay saying that with my wife sitting right there. And she ain't a GOAT. Okay? Goats are freaking fine because that is what they're given in the Matrix. But they're also gold diggers. GOAT starts with G-O. Gold digger starts with G-O. Remember a bitch by the name of Anna Nicole Smith?
100%.
Yeah, she married a what? She married a what? A 90-year-old billionaire?
Yeah.
She's a GOAT. So goats are like the apex predators when it comes to women. They look good. They talk with such a sweet voice, but they will fucking put you down.
They'll wreck you.
They will make you fall in love with them. They will get you to simp for them. That's how these women operate. I know one woman who's born 1991, year of the GOAT. She got a professional basketball player to put a baby in her, and a basketball player is born 2001. She's 10 years older, and she got this basketball player on the Detroit Pistons. Shout out to Isaiah Stewart out there.
This nigga, bro.
Shout out to Isaiah Stewart out there.
Yo.
But that's what a GOAT does. They're apex predators, and they will use their looks to get what they want out of men. I have seen more GOATs be players than any other sign.
Damn.
So I'm not saying that this woman is. I'm just saying it's in the GOAT's nature. So she's a 5 and a GOAT. There is no better looking combination than the 5 GOAT.
There you go.
When it comes down to you, hun, you have to be the type of person who knows everybody. You got to be the middleman. You do that, you'll be extremely good in life. And as for your son, you have an enemy sign relationship with your kid. That's not easy. But remember, as difficult as your pregnancy was, it was also difficult on him. So my advice to you is don't have a short fuse with them. That's usually what happens with enemy signs. I'll give you an example how enemy signs work. NATO, founded 1949, year of the ox. Russia, founded 1991, year of the goat. They're at war right now in the proxy war in Ukraine. Enemy signs. Zelensky was born in the snake year. Most people are like, yo, Gary, under your system, a snake should be doing good in the snake year. Donald Trump just dressed his ass down in the White House, kicked his ass out. So what happened? He came to power in 2019. 2019 was a pig year. He came to power in his enemy year, and they went to war. By the way, Vladimir Putin, he's born in the year of the dragon. He got reelected the last time in 2018, which was his enemy year. The two presidents who came to power in their enemy year are both at war. This is how this stuff works. Enough with this, all this other stuff you believe in. I don't ask for your faith like Christianity and Islam and Judaism and Buddhism and Hinduism. I don't ask for your faith. I ask you to be logical and look at all the information I'm giving you. It is what it is.
All right. We'll finish the clip off here. Let's see what else there is. All this shit, right? And I know what can happen if you move a certain way. Yeah. The problem is he doubled down on certain things, which is the Jew shit, all that shit.
No, what, bro? Fresh. Stop lying about me publicly on other podcasts. That's not why I was banned on any platform. When we were in the UK, when we went to Romania, I wasn't even talking about Israel then. Really, this is the fucked up thing, Fresh. I'm trying to get unbanned, and you're just doing bad PR for me. You're painting me as if I'm an anti-Semite. Like everyone here at Adam 22 is like, Adam 22 is saying, yeah, those are not part of the policies anymore. Myron's like, he should be reinstated. Fresh is like, he is an anti-Semite. Okay, so do you actually want me to be unbanned?
Pause.
Because all you're doing is more damage.
This nigga, bro. First of all, I didn't say that. Secondly, what I was saying is that, like, on Twitch, I know he got banned. Because I know why Myron got banned. And that's the reason why. Simply put. That's what I was saying. I didn't say YouTube. I said, in general, his talking points like that, getting banned. And getting unbanned is almost possible because, guess what? They run shit. So, I didn't label shit. So,
what do you think about his rebrand the past 6 months where he hasn't really been talking about them boys?
It's amazing. I think he's doing a great job with the rebrand. But I was just pointing out what happened in the past and what happened with Sneeko. That's pretty much it. Look, the hate with Sneeko, the people say I hate Sneeko, I really don't.
No, I've seen these guys together. They're like big brother and little brother talking shit to each other, cracking jokes. We're in D.C. I've seen you guys on a plane together. You guys are like big brother and little brother, man. At least that's how I saw the relationship.
Yeah. And look, I mean, we don't always agree, of course.
No, definitely not.
But, you know, he's a very good kid.
I think he's a good kid.
Yeah, just I saw where he went wrong, where he was going wrong. I said, listen, bro, here's some advice. Again, he's a tiger, right? So you don't listen.
Tigers don't listen to much.
But to say I lied is false. I didn't lie about shit, bro.
No, I've seen the conversations. I've had these conversations with Sneeko myself. And, you know, listen, this is what I'll tell the guy. As a matter of fact, let me take this a different approach. I think YouTube should unban him.
Yeah.
And I think Sneeko should get his platform back because, quite frankly, the stuff he got strikes for, COVID misinformation, which was really the truth, and election misinformation, which is really the truth because Donald Trump is 3-0 in elections.
It's bullshit.
Is bullshit. So he should get his account back.
100%.
But I think the reason he hasn't got his account back is because he talks shit about certain people. Is it justified what he's doing? Maybe. But at the end of the day, I'm gonna tell people this: if them boys weren't running the world, someone else would.
Would it be Chinese?
And it'd be the Chinese, it'd be something else. And guess what? What makes you think it'd be any better? We have a country right now in the United States of America where almost 7% of the citizens of this country are millionaires. Yeah. 7%. You go to the rest of the world combined, it's like 1 out of 300. Here, it's 7 out of 100. This is American privilege. And no matter who runs this world, you became a millionaire, I became a millionaire.
Yep. It's all on you.
So are they really that bad? Because they're letting people become millionaires. By the way, I might be white. You might call this white privilege crap. He isn't. This guy is dark as midnight. Hell. So when it comes down to it, he became a millionaire. He's an immigrant in this country. What is your excuse? So I don't want to hear it. If you work hard enough in this country, no matter who's in charge, you can make it.
Yeah.
And everyone who talks shit about them, understand that we have a bigger threat. AI.
Holy shit.
And I'm going to be remembered for this. And they're going to call me some kind of,
clairvoyant.
Whatever. They're going to say whatever they want about me. That I'm working for Mossad or everything like that. I am telling you right now, AI is the most dangerous thing in human history. Yep. And if you guys want to pay attention to the people who used to run the world, cool, whatever. But why do you think all this information's coming out where if you said it 10 years ago, you get your bank account shut down, you talk about it now, no one cares? You know why? Because there's a bigger threat. AI. Start paying attention to what AI is doing. Forget about the stuff in the past. Rothschilds ain't running shit like they used to.
Well said. We got some more to play here, right? He doubled down on certain things, which is the Jew shit, all that shit. And listen, bro.
Yeah, Chad, this was before Ye 24 as well.
You got a choice to make here. Either you're gonna be big, make money, or not. He chose that path.
Yeah, right. Okay, he thinks that I'm just in this for money. Fresh, you know how much I can make from gambling right now? I can make $30,000 an hour if I gambled right now. I don't need to be talking about this stuff.
You should.
If I was just chasing the money like Fresh is saying, why am I not gambling right now? It's not even like I was just offered this 2 years ago. Right now I could do it. Literally right now. And I'm not doing it. $30K a year, an hour, which it ends up being like if I'm really consistent and I grind, I can make up to $15 million a year. If I put in some good hours, I can make $15 million a year to spin slots and click through. Damn, that just pissed me off, bro.
And it costs $30K an hour. I don't think high class prostitutes get that.
So it sounds really good what he just said.
Yeah.
And it's funny because I know the deal he had on the table with our company. And it's funny because he says gambling is the issue. I won't say too much because respectfully, I think I don't want to go down that path.
I'm the gambler here.
But what I will say is that if you can do X, you can do Y. That's all I'm going to say.
If you can do the stock market, if you can do crypto, there should be no difference with sports gambling. And don't tell me people lose because right here, before I came here, I put this in 16 parlay, 500 to win 6,200. I mean, I'm not saying this is big money or anything. This ain't going to change anything. Maybe you plebs, this is big money out there. This is pocket change to me.
What I might do is actually not, never mind. Anyhow, I'm going to learn this shit. See what's up.
You definitely will.
I'm going to learn this shit.
All right, we got to do a super chat real quick.
All right.
Another 11/22/1980 Monkey Hubby 6/12/1978 Horse 1 Kid 9/14/2014. Okay, so wow, she just went through. You got like 4 kids here.
That's a lot.
God damn, woman, you've been putting work in.
Yonita.
So you know one thing I'm very happy about, bro. I'll even take my glasses off for this. I'm really happy I don't have any daughters. Thank you, baby. I'm really happy I don't have any daughters because, quite frankly, if any of the daughters looked like their mother, I think that I'd probably be in prison because I'd have a chastity belt on them and have the key around my freaking neck. the way it should be, man. Because the way I envision marriage is, you have a bride, you have the groom. Assuming I had a daughter, she'd be the bride and stuff like that. I would have had a ceremony where I had that chastity belt around my neck for 20 years, bro. 30 years. I don't care how long it takes her to get married. And then we'd have a ceremony that I take it off, bro. And then I take it off like this. And then that man would have to guard that vagina for the rest of his life like I guarded first, man. So I think that should be a real ritual where I take but I don't have a daughter, so I don't have to do that. So I don't have to actually end up in jail because I hurt somebody, because we know how guys are. So I'm lucky I have sons. Make sure you have sons too, bro.
Listen, bro. I think God loves people, but when he gives you a daughter, it's the biggest test of your life, bro. Holy shit, dude.
No, I don't want to be
Nowadays,
testing like that.
304s, bro. Pick A.
And this is why the podcast is called the 305s, because we're above 304s. See, you thought it had to do with Miami area code. That was just an added bonus. We're above these 304s.
Yeah.
It always will be. Going back to the super chat. Your kid's born on the 14th. He's an 11 life path. So when you have a kid born on the 14th, 1 in 4 is 5, he's going to be a good-looking kid, which means you have to watch out that he doesn't have multiple women pregnant. There's a guy, quarterback for the Cleveland Browns, Deshaun Watson. Ever hear of him? Deshaun Watson has that 5 energy, 5, 14, 23. And he went to massage parlor a couple of times, Fresh, and about 20 women in massage parlors filed lawsuits on him. Apparently, he wants a little bit extra.
Happy endings? Hell no,
So
bruh.
this is something that men who have that 5 energy, if they ever take L's, 5s and 9s, it's usually because of women. Kid born in the monkey year, that's good in the United States of America. Your other kid born 8/10/2005 is going to be very smart. People who are 7s are the geniuses in life. Genius starts with G. G is the 7th letter. So you have a smart kid there. You have a kid who's born 9/26/2007 in Pig. So listen, it's very simple. If you're born in the Pig year, whether it be 71, whether it be 83, whether it be 95, whether it be 2007, this is not your year. And I understand people don't want to hear that. People always want to push. But this is not your year to push, because if you do, you're going to take L's. Once every 12 years, people go through their enemy year. I'll bring up everyone's favorite person to talk about, Tate.
Yeah.
Tate's born in the year of the Tiger. I told that son of a bitch on the phone when I talked to him in 2018, he'd get famous in 2022. And why I say that? Because he's a Tiger, and that's a Tiger year. Makes sense, doesn't it?
Yeah.
But he quit kickboxing. It happened in 2016, his enemy year. You know what happened? Had an eye injury. He had to quit the sport. It happened in his enemy year. It's always like that. So if you're in your enemy year, slow down, my friend. Last kid, 11/17/2020. Yeah, this is a good-looking kid too. 5 life path. He's definitely going to want his space. He's probably going to be one of the first to leave the nest. He's going to do his own thing in life. It is what it is. But you know what? I see one kid born on the 26th. I see another kid born on the 17th. That tells me these people got money. Because if you have a whole bunch of kids with 8 energy, that usually means the parents got a pretty bag.
Okay.
It is what it is. The man born on the 22nd. And see, the hubby is born on the 12th. And again, 1 and 2 is 3, and people who have that 3 energy tend to be young. So it is what it is. She just sent me a whole bunch of birthdays.
She loaded that shit up, man. She's not playing.
It is, man. Hey, I'm here for it. I'm good. I hit parlays. First stream, we hit a parlay.
Yeah.
It is what it is.
Listen, this has been a great podcast. The first one of its kind. Me and Gary, we covered a bunch of things today. Don brought the news. We brought you guys the information you need with AI, what's coming. So, Gary, where can they find you? What's coming up next? And for us, the podcast.
We will be doing this every Thursday and Tuesday. Start around 8 o'clock. We'll say we start at 8, but we got a black man as a co-host, so it'll probably be 9.
I was here on time.
Okay, whatever.
But no, it's our first show. So
it is what it is, man.
Yeah.
It is what it is, man. When it comes down to it, I'm going to tell you guys, we're in Q Studios. The reason this is Q Studios is because if you want the best astrology, numerology app ever, then join Q. Just Q it. And like, for instance, Fresh, let's say you're a monkey and you want to go to different places in the world that align with your energy. Well, Saudi Arabia is a monkey country, but you don't want to go through every country in the world and look up the dates.
Yeah.
That's why you put in a queue, and the Q AI will tell you exactly what cities, what states, what clothes, everything that matches. As a matter of fact, when we're done with this, I'll make sure you get that app. So that's what the Q app does. It does that.
You know what's crazy? You mentioned I was a monkey, and I was also in a monkey state.
Monkey country, and Monkey City, Miami.
And it's crazy because, like, I didn't understand what that really meant. But when I'm here, I feel happy. I feel at home. I feel peace.
Play the
Will Smith.
Play the Will Smith clip.
Yeah. I feel like I thrive here, and I go outside and network and meet people, make connections. Like, dude, in Miami, I'm loved. I got a lot of appreciation. A lot of people know who I am because I do good work. I add massive value. And as well, I feel at home here. I feel like I've been meant to be here my whole life. So for me, it's more like I should be here, and I feel good being here. So I like it.
I told you this before. I don't think you would have made it any other place.
Yeah.
And so, you know, that's one of the things. Timing is everything in life. There's a lot of smart people in the world. We'll never know their names, but we know Genghis Khan's name. We know Julius Caesar's name. We know Augustus Caesar's name. By the way, my role model, the only benevolent dictator in world history. We know these people's names because they were at the right place at the right time.
All right, here we go. Clip.
I don't think that's it, is it?
This is it. Yeah.
No, is it?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Wait, no. Is it?
No. Go to Q.
It's the one with
Go to the Q app.
Will Smith himself.
Because you're gonna have to find it. Can you go to the Q app and find it for him? It's it's on IG, the Q account. It will be on there.
That was a very empowering video.
Yeah, bro. That was like
listen,
one of the.
I know Will gets a lot of hate. Will Smith gets a lot of hate. Listen, I get it. He made a mistake with his girl. But him as an actor, as a person,
Good actor.
like I've only heard good things about him.
Well, I mean, he simps for his wife.
Okay,
Who's still in love with Tupac.
that was his L, 100%.
That's a big L,
That was
bro.
a huge L.
That's a big L.
Huge L. But I'm saying him as an individual.
Can you recover from that?
Wait, hold on. But the career Will Smith that we know today, legend.
Yeah.
That major fuck up.
What was his
100%.
first movie?
I know him from Fresh Prince of
Six
Bel-Air.
Degrees of Separation.
Really?
That was his first movie.
you go.
You know what it was about?
No,
I
do not.
Yeah, let's just say he might have needed knee pads for that part.
Whoa.
Yeah, that was his first movie.
Hell nah, bro.
The Q app on IG. It should be on there. It's such a great video. I think we should play it since we're talking about Will Smith. Absolutely awesome.
Is that it?
Go to the Q app. Yep. Find the one where it's about Will Smith. It couldn't have been that many videos. All right, play it from the start. This is an awesome video.
That was the first time I ever noticed how places have vibrations that register with people. For whatever reason, when I'm in Miami, I need less sleep. I feel better. Like I can wake up early. I can work out. Everything. Miami just agrees with me spiritually and vibrationally and emotionally. And I just believe places have that for certain people. And it's an X factor. You just don't know why a place agrees with you.
We do.
Powerful, man.
Born in the monkey year. Miami's a monkey. There you go. Powerful video, man.
Amazing.
Anyways, Fresh, it's been a good first episode.
Good first episode, bro.
Many more coming.
Yeah.
If you guys want to learn more about numerology and astrology, go to gg33academy.com. If you want to book a reading with not just me, it's GaryTheNumbersGuy.com with 2 R's. Or you can go to my readers, gg33readings.com. That's a lot of websites. What do you got for us, Fresh?
Also, guys, I'm going to be doing one-on-one interviews with celebrities and good people of value for you guys to learn about making money, investing, how to start content creation, all the fun stuff on Saturdays and Sundays. So we'll do the first one, I believe, next weekend. And then, of course, Tuesday, Thursday, I'm with Gary doing a show here with you guys. But again, you guys want celebrities on the show. You know, things are a little bit crazy over there. But here, it's in this one-on-one conversation, just us talking, shooting the shit. And the guests coming are going to be insane. So I'll see you guys then.
Peace.
Peace.